I'm reading the chat in game. What did Leopold roll 30d10 for?
At the end of the session, we're talking about leveling up and how powerful Tristan is, and John was talking about like the end of campaign, out of character, battle royale, and we were like, oh well, Tristan's super powerful, but Rex might be able to if he can get to him before he gets all his buffs up, and then Leopold like basically just starts laughing and says, "Don't forget about the scroll of comet."
Oh yeah. Okay.
And how it's an effing dex throw, and he has evasion, and if he succeeds with evasion, he takes 0 damage, while the rest of us take 30 d10 damage.
And it's force damage, so it's like almost impossible to get resistance to force damage.
Right. All right.
But he rolled that just to see like what he would roll if it would one-shot anybody.
Ooh. I would one-shot Kai right now.
It would have one-shot Rex at last level.
We're recording, by the way. Unless somebody else is recording.
Yeah. I started my recording, but it's all good.
Well, hi, everyone. Wait. Hey, I see a new person in chat.
That's probably me.
That is John's second character that he uses to do the recording.
But there is a new person here. But we determined that it was easier just to use one Discord, so there wasn't any feedback.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh yeah, wait. Have the two of you played on the same?
That's a big negative there, Kai.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, we've met before, correct? Apparently, I'm supposed to fix a clock.
Yes.
Got it. But don't you worry. You've come to the best artificer tinker in anywhere. As a matter of fact.
Oh, good.
He's a very full of himself tech boy.
You're on my shit list. You keep your mouth shut, you rusted wingnut.
Harvey, you were helming the ship when we dove through the center of the vortex. I might have pointed the way, but you were holding the tiller.
Well, fuck you, Kai.
Just saying it was a group decision.
Well, all right, let's get this show on the road. Want to get the hell out of wherever we are.
All right, so everyone good to go?
One last point of order. We got to figure out who all is there and what characters are getting controlled or not getting controlled, or who's an ego and who's not, and all that kind of fun stuff. So I don't have a problem playing Leopold because he's super easy. And obviously Harvey's back, so that means he could take his 2 normal characters if he wants.
Hey, Harvey's back. Good to see you, Harvey. Hello, Master Tony. I haven't talked to myself in a while.
Oh, I miss you.
I miss that so much.
I miss all of you so much.
Okay, so we have Harvey. We've got Masacholi. Rex, you're controlling Leopold?
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'm trying to pull up his character now.
Rex and Leopold, Kai, Tristan, and Kelwin. So that's 7, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We said we needed at least one person back on the ship, 1 or 2. So
at least Planton on the ship.
Easy enough. Planton's on the ship.
And Eloquin.
And Eloquin. Okay.
Who's probably still napping below deck.
Perfect.
Also, Harvey, Joe, rather. We've learned that we never want John to use magic missile against us.
Jesus Christ. Seriously.
He played Eloquin in the battle last time, and he rolled 2 high-level magic missiles, and I think like 80% of his rolls were all 4s.
Oh, jeez.
Well, even when Heretic was rolling magic missile, even he was kicking ass. I forget what we fought, but yeah.
He's on multiple occasions, and it is a very good spell. Yeah, and it looks like he will not be joining us. He just messaged me back.
All good.
Okay.
Tell him he will be missed.
Will do. And reminder that we have a hard stop time of 8 o'clock because I work tonight.
Copy that.
Yep. So I believe we've already done our recap then. You guys are swooping in. You see Travis Alehart being chased by a pack of very odd-looking dinosaurs. Who wants to roll a nature or perception check?
Oh, I'm all over that.
Not me.
Is this just one person rolling?
You know what? I'll say if you are proficient in nature or perception, you can roll.
Auspicious start to the evening.
Ooh, decent roll.
Hey, boys, not wearing my glasses at the moment.
That's okay. You're a giant eagle.
I'm a giant eagle. Okay.
And so is Master Chili. Everyone's a giant eagle except for Rex.
Wait, I beat Kai? I love it.
I know. I was hoping that would go under the radar. Kai's a little distracted right now because Harvey's like screaming at him about how he hates everything.
So Kai and Kelwin, you guys are preoccupied. You're looking down at Travis Alehart being chased by a procession of about 4 dinos that have faces that are covered in tentacles. They don't look natural. Rex, you notice a little bit in the distance something rustling in the jungle from the west that they don't notice.
Where on the map is this taking place?
Roughly like around
Northwest
here.
of our... southwest of our position.
Okay.
Yeah, it started southwest and it was moving north.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, they were like, I think ballpark 3 miles away, I found them and they were heading like in this direction-ish.
Yeah.
More or less.
I will telepathically say, Captain, there's something bigger behind the 4 dinosaurs that we can see. Now, I said it to everybody, but I addressed him just to specifically ignore Kai.
Okay.
Wait.
I can't see shit.
I have a great idea.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh, no.
It's going to be great. Okay, so that's the dude who hired us, and we're going to go rescue him because he's the guy who's theoretically paying us. And Rex, we want to make a good impression on him, and we want to save him, and we want to shock and awe him as we're coming to his rescue. So get this, okay? I don't know. I'm assuming that we're still a decent clip away because we're eagles. So we're gonna swoop around in front of him, and John mechanically. It's been a minute since we've had since we've had a cinematic advantage or bonus. So picture this, guys. We swoop around in front, and we dive down to the ground, and then we level out right in front of him. And as he's running through, he sees this pack of eagles come flying at him, and then we swoop right past him, and then the dinosaurs are like, oh, okay, whatever, it's a group of eagles. We can just ignore them. And then right before we hit the giant pack of dinosaurs, we all pick one or however many we have, maybe double up on them, and then right before, and then we're all screaming down as a pack of eagles, and we're flying super fast, and then right before we hit the dinosaurs, surprise the hell out of them, and we all slam into them as fucking elephants.
Oh,
It's gonna be great.
You're gonna change us into elephants?
Yes.
Or I could just teleport him onto the back of one of our eagles.
Okay, I mean, sure.
I
guess
I like that idea, but
we could just teleport him onto the back of eagles. That's fine too.
you think he might be a little taken aback by a mysterious flock of eagles?
I mean, he sees me. I met with him before. I'm not an eagle, for obvious reasons.
Oh,
Little bitch.
shit, forgot that. Well, I'm already bigger right now than I normally am. I don't know if I'm ready to be an elephant. And, quite frankly, I don't like any of your ideas. So, I raised my wing to Cohen. Anyone else?
I mean, we haven't really done anything that cool in a while, and I feel like you know what? Nah. I have no idea what we're doing here. Let's not. We don't know how these things are gonna react to elephants. We don't even know how they're gonna react to eagles. Let's err on the side of caution and let's just be sure that we're saving him. But it is tempting.
On a practical side, what happens if we don't smash them all dead? Never seen an elephant fight a dinosaur. Never seen a dinosaur, but
Once you get banged up a little bit, then you'll stop being a dinosaur, and then you can, chip away at his toes, shorty.
that's a dome. Yeah, that's a fantastic idea, Kai. I hope you have a whole shitload more.
Kai, I have a great idea. You're this super powerful druid who can do anything nature related, right?
I think Kai's ignoring us.
Kai just like turns and looks.
Dinosaurs-
It's this like stunned eagle look as he just like turns and looks. And if an eagle could look at somebody and roll his eyes, this eagle would be rolling his eyes so hard right now.
So here's my thought. Dinosaurs, instead of elephants, turn us into dinosaurs.
Chickens are dinosaurs. I will turn you into a fucking chicken right now. Say the word.
I'm not sure that that's what I meant, Kai.
So, are we gonna go just rescue Captain Travis with the help of some teleport and fly off? Might be better if we save him, make sure he's safe, and then we can kill the dinosaurs.
Does seem like the tactically correct answer. Just saying.
I mean,
Not necessarily cool.
you have to remember this is what we do. We make a plan, and then we don't follow the plan, and then we wing it. No pun
That's a good
intended.
point.
So, let's not wing a fight, but rather wing a pick up and go. Like a Captain Travis drive-through.
Hey, John.
Hmm?
Who the hell is that? Just kidding.
How far away are we from Travis?
With the amount you guys have been talking and deciding on, maybe like 2 rounds away. Kai, what's the speed of your eagle?
80 feet. And I assume once we see him, I assume we start sprinting.
Yeah. So with sprinting, like 2 rounds away.
So that'd be what, like 320 feet?
Yep.
Can I, as we're chatting and talking with 2 rounds left, can I just, can I see, like, he's been running for at least an hour now. Can I, because it took us like an hour to get here. How are they doing? Or, like, how's he doing? Are they about to catch him? Is he, like, keeping pace? I assume he's not gaining.
With your perception, it looks like he's staying out of their reach, but he looks, do an insight check.
Like he's been sprinting nonstop for an hour?
Well, he's got step of the wind. He'll be fine. Goddamn monks.
I mean, he's breathing hard.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, I mean, yeah, we can, yeah.
Well, I'm glad.
Don't want to acknowledge that as the tactically more superior answer.
Well, thank you for your approval of the plan, Kai.
Also, out of character, I don't think that they're the only I looked this up. The animal shapes is limited to a CR4, and the only dinosaur under a CR4, I think, is that like Quetzal something or other. Quetzal
flying.
There's like
I know
the flying.
character, but in character,
Yeah.
you could be a dinosaur because it'd be cool.
No, in character.
Yeah.
Give me shit. Go for it.
Glad we figured that out. I was going to say John would totally polymorph us into chickens, but hey, this is best as you can get.
Polymorph's a different story. Polymorph, I think I can do better.
Yeah, polymorph, you just it has to be the level of the character. I believe it's the level of the character who's performing the polymorph. I'd have to review it.
That would track and make sense.
Yeah. Anyway, so what is your plan? Are you just swooping in to try and pick him up? Is one person swooping in to try and pick him up?
I think at least one or two, like Rex, you're on an eagle.
I'm on Leopold, the eagle, yes.
I would probably say you two would be in charge of communicating and picking him up. The rest of us would probably just be crowd control until you're safe.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, well,
Kelwin has to actually perform. Kelwin has to cast the spell. Kelwin, you're currently an eagle. This is me calling this out telepathically. Do you need to not be an eagle, or can you bamf him out of there as an eagle?
No, so I was thinking if I fly above Harvey, you can turn me back into me, and then I can cast it.
On it. If you do that, it takes an action, but if you do that, I will do exactly that.
Seems like we've got about one action left before we gotta go.
So Kelwin is going over to Harvey, and she's turning back into her normal form.
He lands on an eagle wearing welding goggles.
Okay. And then Harvey swoops in by himself with her, and all of you are how far away?
I'm going to be up there riding Leopold because I'm going to be the one that's yelling down to Captain Travis to let the spell happen. Because he knows me. He doesn't know Kelwin.
Okay, and how far away will you guys be? 160 feet?
150 feet-ish is what we need for the spell range.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think everybody else is going to be probably, no more than like 80 feet, one round away from... Wait, Kelwin, you're teleporting him to where you, like, onto the same eagle, onto Harvey? Like, next to you? Or
onto you.
Onto me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and what spell are you using, Kelwin?
Vortex Warp.
Let me look at it.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds awesome.
4th level.
Yeah. Higher level increases the range.
About time we had somebody in this group as smart as me.
Isn't Tristan smarter than you? Rex says in the telepathic link.
Not anymore.
Guys laughing.
We're smarter in different directions. We specialize in different things.
I'm smarter upwards, he's smarter sideways.
Exactly.
Smarter upwards because life is upwards of you, you short bastard.
Okay, so yeah, he has to be teleported somewhere within 90 feet that you can see.
I'm casting the spell.
Okay, which increases the range to 180 feet?
150. Because you're doing it at 4th level, she said.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So it sounds like then Kai's going to be, 140 feet above him, just for, a little bit of security there. 140 feet above him. Kelwin, you're going to be, you and Harvey are going to be probably like right next to me. I guess everybody's just kind of flying the same distance of, kind of.
Yeah.
What's the range to cast the spell?
150 feet, I think we just said.
Yeah, 150.
Oh, okay. I thought we had to be closer, but we could teleport him further.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all 150 feet away.
Roughly.
Okay.
Or less. Obviously, we're going to try to stay away from the mangled, crazy dinosaurs, but
How close are you getting? Just 150 feet away?
140 just to be on the safe side, but yes.
Okay.
Just make math easy.
So he is staying ahead of the dinosaurs. There's one that is relatively close to him. Okay, Rex, roll a persuasion check to get his attention and be like, hey, don't resist this.
Come on, this is something Rex is supposed to be good at. Yes!
Oh.
All right, Rex, what do you say?
I say, Captain Travis, You remember me. We actually work for you. Don't resist the spell. We're going to save you.
He kind of looks up like, what the fuck?
With the 29, you could have asked him to take his pants off, too.
Okay. Kelwin, you cast a spell.
Do we have telepathic bond up? Is that how we were talking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tristan casts it ritually, so you're not missing the spell slot.
Nice.
So, all right. He doesn't resist it. He is teleported 140 feet up to Kai's back. Okay. And he looks around. I don't know what's going on right now, but we need to get the fuck out of here.
All right,
We start climbing.
So, before you start climbing, Rex, you see this one dino that was close to him look up at your group. And like I said, it's got this tentacle face that distorts and they start vibrating. It's clearly pissed off. And its eyes, blood starts to run down from them.
Oh no.
You said everyone was close together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I need everyone to make a... I believe this is a con save.
Oh, that's not good.
Everybody gets +5 from Rex since we're close together.
Okay. DC is 18.
Do we make these with the giant
Eagle
eagles?
stat.
Which is a +1.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Everybody's rolling at +6 other than Rex. That's not great.
Oh, and Captain Eilhart. So, con save.
Rex is good.
Well, goddamn, he crit on his save.
Tristan is definitely very much not good.
Oh, thank goodness Kai passed.
Yeah, I was like, fuck the one who's carrying him.
Now I have a question, Kai. I don't know if you know this. If your character's proficient with Constitution saving throws, do you get your proficiency in Eagle form or no?
Please hold.
Yeah, I don't know how proficiency works. John, do you know that? Or Harvey?
I think it's... Kai, what does the spell say for animal forms? What do they retain?
Like your physical stats, but I don't know about proficiency.
Yeah, it just says statistics. It
I
doesn't
would
actually
say that no, you don't keep your proficiency in that case.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, a lot of watching online, a lot of DMs that pretty much just say you keep your mental statistics, but as far as physical, it's all based upon what it is. And pretty much most shape-shifting, moderate level shape-shifting.
Wow, other than Tristan, that went really well.
Yeah. But yeah.
That last roll says Rex, but it was Kelwin.
Oops.
Copy that.
Okay, so everyone who made it takes half. Those who failed take full.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. 30
And you feel the area around you suddenly become dry, and moisture that's within your body just kind of explodes out of it.
Oh, okay. So we're literally Kentucky Fried Chicken right now.
Yeah, 41 necrotic damage.
Oh,
Giant eagles have 26 hit points.
Okay.
FYI.
So who was it that failed?
Tristan.
I think just Tristan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were how high above the ground?
140 feet.
140 feet.
Kristen, do you have slow fall?
I don't have slow fall automatically. No, I don't.
Okay. You are relatively above water, so we'll say you land in it.
wait, he's going to fall 140 feet in an instant, is he?
Do you have a way to save him?
I don't.
How many? Yeah. Well, how many? Is it going to happen before my next round? Is he going to hit the? Does he deck before my next action?
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
Yes,
Like
because
according to Xanathars, you fall 500 feet. I know we've argued different ways, but you fall
Okay, that's
500 feet per round.
yeah. Like I believe we've tried to calculate before, and it's somewhere around like 300 to 500. I think we went around like 400.
Using
It was like
time.
high 400, yeah.
Using Earth's gravity.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, as a bird, you're wondering if you can fly down and catch him, but you'd basically be in a free fall yourself trying to catch up to him, and you can't make yourself fall faster than him.
Well, right. But
Can we fly?
Wouldn't he be able to Misty Step onto the back of one of the other eagles?
Not as a reaction.
Okay.
So,
So 140 feet.
Oh,
yeah, that's not good, but it's fine.
So it's into water, which usually I've said is like half damage, but I think that's a little bit too much. Tristan, roll in acrobatics.
Okay, I could do that.
I think they say like 11. There's just like a certain threshold, and it's very like a couple tens of feet. Into water feels like landing on concrete.
Yeah, but this is.
Oh no!
Buddy.
Hope you
Tristan,
rolled a new
it's
character.
gonna be half damage.
Belly flop.
So 26 falling damage as you belly flop into the water.
Oof. So that is 41 minus 26, then plus 26. So basically 41. Ugh.
Say what now?
Oh, because the giant eagle, because the damage from the 41, from whatever the dinosaur did, got me out of giant eagle. So I took the remainder of that and then the fall damage.
Yep.
So.
Okay. So you're down in the water right now.
Mm-hmm.
This dino is running at you. All right. Let me just put this on the map. And that way we can decide what happens after that.
Yeah, Kai is trying to do things, so initiative might matter.
Yeah. So Tristan, you are roughly right here.
Oh, sweet map. Sweet.
That's a great map. So
And you
right
guys
here,
are trying to run away from it. Yeah.
Let me put myself right there.
And everyone roll initiative. Sure, it's clear. Yep.
All right, John, where would you like us on the map?
You guys are all grouped up in a gaggle.
And which direction are we flying? When we like swooped in to grab Travis, I assume we
would have been. You'd be roughly like over here because you were off at an angle.
Okay, yeah, and I assume we're not. I assume we wouldn't pick him up and have our momentum be carrying us all towards the dinosaurs. Right, like I figured we'd either hit an angle or...
You were away, so Tristan will just say that you are here because you would have fallen straight down. You wouldn't have gone at an angle.
Okay, yeah.
So you are. It's not right up on you. It's just close by. Still not good.
Oh yeah. Not ideal.
Okay. Now, initiative for Captain Travis.
Leopold's a 22.
No, that's not a good initiative.
All right.
That's gonna suck.
Definitely not prepared for Kellowin's character picture. That's awesome.
I think I've said the same thing. Like, I thought you were gonna be like this tiefling thing, and you're a fairy.
Harvey looks just like me in real life, except for the beard's black.
Okay, so we've got. Are we missing anyone?
What do you mean? You start party without me?
Oh no.
What?
Harvey, are you making a wish?
No. Dear God. No.
Okay. Okay.
No, definitely not.
All right, so if everyone is on the board, then Masacholi, you are up.
All right.
I believe anyone who is in eagle form, put like a green dot on you. Just so we can keep track of who's in what form.
Sorry, wait. How do we put a green? Where's
And
the
I
green dot?
think anybody who's still in eagle form, since we all took at least half damage, I think we got 6 HP left. Is that correct?
So half damage for that spell would have been
It was 20.
20.
Yep.
And yeah, Eagle has 26. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So you have 6 hit points left.
All right.
You need help there, Kai?
Yeah, where's the there's the green dot. Sorry. Couldn't find a green
And
dot.
is Leopold in eagle form?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting the green dot now if I remember how to do.
The squares on this map
I got
are regular 5 feet.
Correct.
Okay. Masacholi is seeing Tristan. Masacholi is just gonna move full distance, go down and scoop him up. So that was 10, 15, 20 feet. Oh wait, we're 140 feet in the air.
Yep, and your speed is 80 feet, I believe you said.
Yep.
All
So are
right.
you dashing?
Yep. He'll dash and yeah, and I assume grabbing him would be an action.
It would be, yeah. So you are 20 feet in the air. So then you can't dash.
Could you potentially just like let yourself fall and try to catch yourself?
Or you hold your action and somebody could teleport again.
I'm going to change it up. Is there a potential place with a vantage point? Oh, can we shapeshift on our own? Like if we use an action?
No, it requires an action by Kai. It would be Kai's action, but you could tell me what you want.
Okay. Masachuli is going to actually look for a vantage point to fire from if he gets transformed back to his normal place. Maybe is this like a rock he can stand on?
Yeah, those are rocks that are about 30 to 40 feet tall, but these are large to gargantuan creatures, so they're about at least 15 to 20 feet tall.
Okay.
There's a chance that you could get knocked off, but
Okay.
you can perch up there.
20, 30. Masacholi is actually just going to get about eye level with these guys. Lie down. Well,
Could I use a reaction to like scream something at Master Jolie?
Yeah.
Like, Master Jolie, what are you doing? We are running.
Masacholi is just going to get as far as he can over here, and just try to draw an attention. So he can probably only get 60 feet from the ground.
Sure. So you're not perched, you're just hovering?
Not perch, yeah, hovering, flying, trying to get their attention.
Okay. The red box on your character thing, can you just keep track of your height so we can not have issues? Roll an intimidation check.
I moved 80 feet, so I didn't fully dash. So I would actually take the dodge action and scream at this guy.
Okay.
And you said intimidation?
Yep, trying to get his attention.
Intimidation is a charisma check. Okay. 14.
It rounds on you and its tentacles go.
And Master takes the eagle takes a dodge action.
Okay. Put a little ninja on you.
Don't worry, Mr. Spider. I'll get their attention. You get Tristan.
All right, Tristan, you are lying in the water,
Okay, so I'm prone.
face down.
Shoot.
Didn't pay attention. You're going next. I would have ran down. You could have just jumped on.
Yeah, but I think so. Tristan is going to. Who's the closest? Who's the closest eagle to me, and how close are they?
We're all.
They're
about
140 feet away ish.
Okay.
The closest would be Masacholi, who is 60 feet away from you ish.
Okay. 140 feet. Well, for now,
I'm up in the air as well.
Okay. So you're not in the tree. You're like above the tree.
Yeah, you would probably see me screeching at the dinosaur.
Okay. Tristan, since telepathic bond is still up, Tristan is just going to say, "I'm okay. I'm all right. I just if someone could come get me as soon as they can, that'll be appreciated. But I'm just gonna run and jump. So Tristan is going to run and hold his action to cast Misty Step to get on the back of any eagle that gets within 30 feet of him.
Okay, so you use half your movement to stand up. You're in the shallows, so you aren't swimming. Where do you want to run to with half your movement?
The opposite direction of these dinosaurs. Literally, like, if they're here, so, yeah, like, this direction. Just away from the dinosaurs for now, and then holding his action to jump onto one of the, like, any eagle's back, just to get to my base.
So you are roughly here at 0.
Okay, perfect.
All right, Leopold.
How close is Masachuli to the dinosaur there?
I mean, 60 feet up in the air and 20 feet away horizontally.
Masajoy's probably keeping an eye on you guys to rescue Tristan, and then, well, you wouldn't know, and then.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know that he's the only eagle without a rider right now.
Right, which is why he flew in.
Yeah, but it would have made more sense for him to pick Tristan up, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I didn't pay attention to that. Masajoy's always kind of been a loner anyway.
That's fair. And Kai can turn Tristan back into an eagle in theory, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then Leopold is going to, with me riding him, going to move 80 feet away. Since the plan is to retreat.
Okay. So that takes you off the map. Just keep track of how far away you are.
Yes. And then he's going to hold his action to dash if Tristan in one way or another gets farther away.
Okay. All right, then Harvey, you're up.
Harvey will reach out to Rex and everybody through the telepathic bond. He'll just say, Rex, go ahead, continue the retreat. Cohen, you fine up there if we fly high and kind of keep overwatch for Masacholi?
Sure.
All right. Harvey will go up to about, he'll stay at his 140 feet. Does 140 feet look potentially safe from these creatures? Like whatever's hanging out of their mouth?
We just
might
got
not
hit at 140.
I mean, yeah, the tentacles don't reach that far, but whatever it just fucking did reached a good distance.
Okay. Harvey will go up to. Let's see. He'll move 80 feet higher. No, he'll dash. He'll go 160 full, so there'll be 300 feet. And I think he's going to move about here. So
Okay.
Elwin would go with him.
300 feet?
Yep.
Okay. All right, then Rex, you're up.
Rex is gonna say, "Damn you, Leopold! I like to be the last one out of harm's way, not the first." And he is going to. What is he gonna do? He is going to do nothing. I don't think there's really anything for me to do, to be honest.
All right. I assume Leopold squawks.
Probably.
Okay. All right. Dino's turn. So 5, 10, 30.
Do these things look like they can fly?
You haven't seen them yet.
Okay.
All right, so that group is still.
Leopold and I are technically 80 feet off the map.
Yes. Kai is 140 feet up in the air. And Tristan is still on the ground. Okay. Masacholi, how far off the ground are you?
60 feet.
In range.
Okay.
All right. The one that you tried to intimidate, you see its eyes don't bleed this time, more like its tentacles start to vibrate, and you feel a mental pressure start to hover around the air next to you. Which I need you to roll an intelligence save.
Oh boy.
Yep.
You do get to use your actual intelligence.
Yeah, which is good. It's a +0.
Might be better than a giant eagle. Oh,
DC is 18.
You were so close.
Oh, okay. You just got hit with a mind blast.
Okay. Sounds perfect for somebody with Masacholi's level.
So 11 psychic damage, and you're stunned for 1 minute. I believe you also fall, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And you're 60 feet, so 66, and you're prone on a rock.
Yep.
Does taking damage shake him out of that?
No. It is not that kind of a stun. You do get to repeat the save at the end of your turn. So 20 falling damage.
Oof. Okay.
Oh boy.
You're no longer dodging. I know we don't pay attention to the Pythagorean theorem, but I'm going to say that Kai and his group are a little bit too far away for it to use the spell that it did to hit the group. But Tristan is in range. He's in range for 2 of them, potentially. 3 of them, potentially. Tristan, I need you to roll a con save.
Okay. Ugh, I wish I was a giant eagle. Well, I
DC.
guess not.
Nice.
All right, half damage. So that would be 26 necrotic damage. And that one would have a hard time seeing you. Yeah, one more of them would do it. Roll one more con save.
Okay. Oh, days.
Wow.
Oh, Tristan, I'm gonna kill you.
This. I mean, I rolled 2 not ones in a row. This is just.
Making up for it.
Restitution.
That's 27 necrotic damage.
Okay, so that adds up to 53.
One more nat 20, you win D&D.
All right, and I'll say that is it for the dino's turn. Kelwin, you're up.
I am going to dimension door down beside Master Tully.
Okay, that's your action.
I'm going to quicken it and then so I can dodge.
Okay, so you use your bonus action to dimension door, and you're going to use your action to take the dodge action?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and I want to tell Harvey to stay within 500 feet.
You got it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. She's so nice.
I tried.
Yeah, maybe you and Rex can take lessons.
You shut up.
All right, Travis, God, that's me. Travis looks down at Eagle Kai. Don't you think we should help your friend?
Squawk!
I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Either way, this is a bad situation.
Squawk, squawk.
And there really isn't anything he can do as far as I'm aware. Yeah, he doesn't have a ranged weapon for that.
I feel like Travis talking to Ben should offer him a mug of ale.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to do damage on him. So he takes... Yeah, he made his save, so he takes... It was... How much
20.
damage hit you guys with the first one? 20?
20. Half was 20.
Thank you. Okay, and then Kai, you're up.
Seeing Tristan in the shallows, I am just going to sprint. Fuck. Can I call out to Tristan very quickly? Like, Tristan, am I coming to get you, or do you want to turn into an eagle?
Eagle will be preferred. I use
my action to turn Tristan into an eagle.
Okay, and Tristan, you lose your held spell?
Yeah, that's fine. That's why I did second level.
And then I just used my movement to move another 80 feet, just book it straight up into the air, just gaining altitude.
Okay, so now you're 220 feet in there?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. We said we're using red as height.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Okay. Masatroli.
You said at the end of his turn he gets to try to shake the stunned?
Correct.
Okay. And what was that again? An intelligence save?
Yes, DC is 18.
La 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 la.
If you keep failing, it is a 1-minute stun, so you can keep track of how many times.
Okay, that was 2 of 10.
Yes. Okay, Tristan.
Okay, so now that Tristan is an eagle, who is not an eagle? I'm just curious. I know that Masacholi isn't. Who else is now a humanoid?
Kelwin is a humanoid, Kelwin is not an eagle, and then Rex is not an eagle,
Okay.
and Captain Travis.
Okay, so I think Kellen is gonna sort out Masacholi, hopefully. So Tristan's just gonna dash straight up, because he's very banged up right now. He's gonna dash straight up, 160 feet in the air.
Okay. That brings us to Leopold.
He's gonna go back towards the group now, but go up, in the air. So move back towards the group, the 80 feet, and then up in the air 80 feet. So that'll put us, 220 feet in the air.
Okay. Harvey.
Harvey is just going to prepare, stabilize himself. If she dimension doored away, she's probably going to dimension door back. So Harvey's going to make sure that he's as stiff and rigid to support them when they jump on. Also keeping an eye out. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much ready to relay any information to the group, like on the fly.
All right. Harvey, I'll let you roll a perception check if you use your bonus action.
Okay. I'll use. Can I use Flash of Genius if it's for myself? Technically, mental base. All right, so that'd be a 20 now. That's because it's +5.
Okay. That thing that Rex warned you is coming in from the west is approaching this turn, so it'll emerge from the trees.
All right, I'll just let the group know that we're about to have bigger company.
Look, we're gonna have company.
La, 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 la.
Rex, are you doing anything?
No. Rex has nothing he can do at this range.
It is the dino's turn.
And now that Elwin and Masacholi.
Yeah, so... All right. Masacholi, first off, it's going to try to hit you. Let's see how I wrote this creature. Yeah, okay. It's going to do a bite attack, and I believe it has advantage because you are stunned.
And prone, yeah.
Yeah. $22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Good thing Masacholi's a fighter. He has lots of hit points, right?
Yeah.
23 damage. And normally it would be a dex save or be grappled. But you are stunned, so you automatically fail, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here's the thing. If you haven't figured it out already, these are Mind Flayer T-Rexes.
Caught that.
Yeah. And they have this ability, Mind Flayers, called Extract Brain, and I wrote this as Extract Everything.
Oh.
So an incapacitated creature that is grappled is pressed into the concentric rows of razor-sharp teeth, rending their body and freeing its juices. Does 10d10 piercing.
Holy shit, okay.
So, yeah, it has a multi-attack ×3, but if it's using Extract Everything, then it only gets 2. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're gonna get hit with Mastacholi.
Okay.
So one bite, one attack was to grab him, and then the other two was to like extract everything.
No, I have it written so that if he was already grappled and it was trying to extract everything, it would only get 2 uses of that instead of 3, because that would be overpowered and just kill someone in 1 turn.
Yeah.
So might.
But it's reasonable to do a multi-attack with 1 bite, which somehow grapples someone and then extract everything, because it's only effective on someone who is stunned. Incapacitated, really. Which he is. So
Sure.
hopefully it doesn't reduce you to 0 hit points. That would be bad.
Bring it on. Pussy.
Bye, Master Cho.
52 rending damage.
Ow.
Ooh, I like random damage. Okay, Master Julie's all right.
Okay.
Jeez.
He's got like a bloody nose.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh shit.
25. Okay, this one is going to use a Mind Blast. So I need Kelwin and Masacholi to make another intelligence save.
That's okay.
Isn't Master Chili like in the dude's throat though?
Actually, yeah, Masacholi, you are not affected by it. But Kelwin, you do need to make one. We'll say that this one has moved back a foot and Masacholi is in its mouth. Oh boy.
Oh,
That's not good.
uh-oh.
Okay, Kelwin, that's 25 psychic damage and you are stunned.
Okay.
Alright, and then this one can move up.
It's not even.
And that one is going to make an attack on Kelwin. And it has advantage because you are stunned. 21 to hit, Kelwin?
Yeah.
$27 rending damage as it grapples onto you. And then it's going to extract
Rex, go
everything.
ahead. Go ahead and hold off on the retreat, Rex.
Glad we came back.
Yeah. Just maybe.
Okay, this is going to hurt.
Just maybe on that hold off.
Yeah, you're in 0.
Kelwin, how are you doing?
I'm unconscious.
No, you're dead.
Oh no.
A Mind Flayer's ability to extract brain, if it brings a creature to 0 hit points, it means their brain literally is just sucked out of their cranium and they are dead.
Oh shit.
With a creature this size, it's more like your entire body was rent asunder and it has freed all of your juices.
That's
Okay.
okay to watch.
Good job. Kill the new person, John. Well done.
I was expecting you guys to fight. Okay.
I don't know if it would have made a difference.
We were
Oh,
ready.
man.
I don't think any of us can reliably pass the intelligence saving throw.
You have
No.
surprised me in the past. Harvey, how far up in the air are you?
300 feet.
Okay, you are out of range for this creature. That is their turn. Yeah. I'll say that Kellen's body, it's extracted all the juices, including the brain, so it spits out her body.
All right.
Yeah, Travis doesn't really have anything to say. Kai, you're up.
Shit, guys. I just lost Kelwin. She is dead. I can't feel her as part of my spell anymore.
Why don't you guys go ahead? Hold off. We'll wait for these fuckers to get out of here and we'll collect their bodies.
Okay, but yeah.
We'll come back with a plan. We'll figure this out.
I do have one middle finger to give them, though, and then Mastacholi, deep in this thing's throat, expands into an elephant.
Oh,
Oh fuck!
yes.
All right. Let's see what the game says about an elephant.
In somebody's throat. Don't Google elephant in someone's throat. You might not get something
That's
rated well.
We missed Harvey.
Yeah,
I ever
sure.
tell you guys why they call me the white elephant?
Kai, roll 3d12.
She's 14.
Okay, you do 14 damage to its face as he falls to the ground.
As Masacholi falls to the ground?
Yep. Well, he's an elephant now.
Oh, I was hoping I'd still be inside his cart. Is it? Would this kill him?
Kill Masachori.
No, kill the mind flayer dinosaur.
No, it's not like it swallowed you. So, like a mind flare, it latches onto your face and it pulls you in.
Oh.
And where its mouth you would expect it to be, it's got like the rows of serrated teeth.
Okay.
So it's kind of the same with this. It's a T-Rex with a mind flare face,
Okay.
except the teeth in the maw are larger, and that's what rendered Kelwin.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Kai?
I'll just spiral a little higher and just hover at 300 feet.
Masacholi, intelligence save.
18.
You made your save. You're no longer stunned.
Right.
You're also an elephant.
And it's also the end of my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any parting words?
No.
Kristen.
That's what kids shows say the sound an elephant makes. Watch too many children's shows.
This is shit. Fuck. I can't even do anything because I'm an eagle now, so I'm just gonna keep flying. I would have. Nah, it's not possible. Yeah, Tristan's just gonna keep flying away. Just keep repeating to himself like, "We'll come back with a plan. We'll come back with a plan. We'll come back with a plan." And he just, as he's flying away.
Okay, Leopold, you're up.
He's gonna fly away.
Okay. Captain Crankshaft. Harvey.
You're on mute, dude. I'll ping him on Discord.
Maybe disconnected?
I think just his last words were that we would just like get out of range and hover and then come back and collect their bodies once the dinosaurs left.
Yeah, that sounds correct. And Rex, you're also biding your time?
Yeah, I can't. I have no range, so I'm on Leopold, so we're just retreating.
Okay. And all 4 of these creatures swarm Masacholi. And it looks like Harvey DC'd. Yeah. All right.
I got the elephant stats up.
Okay.
No, it's just going to be a question of which turn he dies on.
Yeah, so to hit would be a 27, a 25, and a 23. I assume those all hit.
Let me see. The AC is 12, which I believe is their plus to hit. So, yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many hit points does it have?
76. Homeboy's still alive.
Oh.
He's an elephant. He's a big beefy boy. Oh, looks like the third. Yep.
Yeah.
Is that the third bite or the third dinosaur?
That's the third bite.
Oh, shit. Third bite from the first dinosaur.
Yeah.
The third bite from the first dinosaur, we drop back to Mastacholi form.
Alright. I believe that's a miss.
Hey, there's Harvey back.
That's a miss.
Testing.
Yeah,
Hey.
we can hear
Yep. Kid unplugged the internet.
you.
As kids will do. What is Masacholi's AC?
As an elephant,
He's
it
no
no,
longer an
sorry.
elephant.
no longer
Yeah.
an elephant. It is 18.
Okay, so the 8 hits. How many hit points does he have left?
Masacholi, he has 80.
Okay, so that is 24 damage, and he needs to make a dex save.
Okay. If 13 misses, he's going to use Indomitable.
Okay.
Wait, is he like awake and alert oriented to even be able to make a dex save?
I mean, yeah, you got out of your stun, and then you're an elephant.
Oof, even worse.
All right, so you're grappled. And so that's 2 dinos, and then the third comes in, so it'll have advantage.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Yep.
And that's a meh. 18 is your AC, so that's a hit. And that's a hit. So
How many hit points do you have left?
56.
29 damage.
Yep.
42 damage.
Masacholi's down.
That one hurt.
And then the third dino comes and grabs you and rends you asunder.
Oh, okay. Is he going to suck my brains out?
It sucks out everything.
Okay.
Mm.
Then I'm not even going to make death saves.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I'm trying to think of a good analogy.
Gotcha.
You guys know in horror movies where like someone gets swarmed by a group of zombies or werewolves and you just see bits and pieces of bone and blood flying everywhere?
Yeah.
It's similar to that, except a lot more just liquid splatter.
Gotcha.
And then they leave a chewed up pulp on the ground.
Oof.
And you guys all stay out of range. So eventually,
while we're out of range, and Kai's just like up there chilling in the air, he is going to be paying attention to what Rex called out in the distance.
That was just an extra dino that was trying to flank Travis.
Clever girl.
Yes. You are welcome to roll an insight check if you'd like. While these appear to be beasts of some sort, they do appear to have some level of intelligence.
Yeah, copy that.
So you said they eventually leave the area?
Eventually, yeah, because they know they can't get to you. With your level of perception, it looks like they kind of hide in the jungle and wait to see if you come down. And if you wait long enough, then they eventually leave the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, if waiting long enough,
We'll wait
Harvey
them out.
would go down and scoop them up. Or if anybody comes back. But yeah, Harvey would just tell him, collect the bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, with a couple of us in human form, we can, communicate enough. I would think that we can just wait them out, just hover in the air until they leave, and then Harvey and whoever else needs to carry them, their mangled bodies, will go get them.
Okay. Eventually, you pick up your fallen comrades, and I assume you fly back to your ship.
Yes.
Captain Travis is silent for the ride.
We get back to the ship?
Goes Harvey.
Yeah. We've lost telepathic bond, too, by this point.
Yeah.
I think it only lasts an hour. So yeah, eventually, yeah. I mean, evil.
How long do animal shapes last? 8 hours?
24 hours.
Hell of a spell.
It's high level.
8th level spell.
Yeah.
So, what are the chances that Eloquin knows resurrection?
Let me check.
Because Kai and my spells will not bring back these. Because they're missing a body part.
Isn't that's true, resurrection.
No, just resurrection he has access to at 7th level. Spells.
Knowing my brother, I don't think so, but we'll see. And I can
Resurrection.
link him to the group.
Resurrection says this spell closes mortal wounds, restores any missing body parts, but I don't know about her brain.
So here he is in group chat. What level is he? He still hasn't leveled up yet. So let me see. I put him to level 16. Well, I'll save that for later. Spell.
He has it, actually.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he literally has it. I just looked up his character sheet. His
Look
7th
at that.
up is resurrection.
Marco,
Nice.
I am proud of you. I thought you were just trying to TPK the party and like mass attacks. I take it back.
And I have plenty of diamonds. It needs 1,000 gold diamonds.
It needs a single diamond worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Yes, which I have.
Yep. Okay.
I actually have a diamond worth 5,000, so let Harvey break that down.
Yeah. If it's at least 5,000, or if it's at least 1,000 gold or whatever, Harvey would take whatever time is necessary to break it down. If he can do it quickly or within a short time period, he'd probably just break it down to maybe 5,000 gold diamonds. Do you think that would be adequate?
Or you have what that you're trying to break down?
He's got a diamond worth 5,000 gold. I was going to see if Harvey should break it down into 5 individual 1,000 gold diamonds.
Yeah, you can do that if you want, or you can you're a high enough level artificer that you can judge where the cuts to make
That's what I thought you said.
1,000 gold diamonds and leave a 3,000 gold diamond.
Okay. We'll do that then. Leave a 3,000 gold diamond.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Who do you want to try to resurrect first?
Moss Julie's been with the group longer, so it makes sense. My wife may have just flipped me off, but
As you as you get ready to like do this, right? Like I mentioned, we're back on ship and we've been there for a while. Is Rex? How does this work? Can we help you in any way, shape, or form with this?
Eloquent.
Or Eloquent? Sorry, rather. Eloquent. Is there any? Can we help you with this in some way, shape, or form?
Possibly. The more times a creature has died, the more difficult it is to bring them back from the dead. But do you know how often they have passed from this world?
No idea.
Dubious. Well then, we shall start with, well, they're both short. He just kind of cocks his head, trying to look at the mass of flesh in front of you.
Cut the short jokes, asshole. Bring him back.
Quite. Very well, stand aside. And he takes a lump of Masacholi, and he takes one of the diamonds and puts it on top. And he stands above it and begins to strum his sitar, whatever musical instrument that he has on hand. Let's see what he does for a performance check.
Yeah, is there? I guess that's kind of what I was asking. Is there a way that I can like help
Nice.
give advantage or help, or it doesn't matter because you rolled a 29?
I didn't see that roll. Did you guys roll it in roll 20?
I rolled it on his sheet. I don't know if I have.
It just
Beyond
hasn't.
20 up.
I was gonna say it hasn't come through D&D Beyond.
That's okay. As long as it's 29, it's really good.
For now.
Yeah.
So, Joe, this is the first time Masacholi has died, right?
He technically died in the one shot, but
Didn't
it was
count.
brought back by a god. So
Yeah, different realm of existence. It didn't count.
this effectively gives him like a more or less restores brain.
So let me read it off.
It says it restores missing body parts, but
Yeah, you touch a dead creature that's been dead for no more than a century that didn't die of old age, that isn't undead. If its soul is free and willing, the target is returned to life with all its hit points. The spell neutralizes any poison, cures normal diseases afflicting the creature when it died. It doesn't, however, remove magical diseases, curses, and the like. If such effects aren't removed prior to casting the spell, they afflict the target on its return to life. The spell closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The target takes -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks every time the target finishes a long rest. The penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears. Casting the spell to restore life to a creature that has been dead for 1 year or longer taxes greatly, which it's not doing. Okay. Yeah. So Eloquent stands above his body and does like the sickest rendition of Hamilton's Rise Up that you've ever seen. And after an hour, Masacholi lives again.
so you said like the mind flayer thing, it like sucked his brains out and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It got his brain in addition to all the other juices from his body.
Gotcha. Well, with a properly restored brain, Masacholi just like sits up, looks around, everyone's like, hello. It's good to be back. This sounds completely different now.
Really?
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got a new brain.
Hey, Master Jolly.
Good day. He's just talking all different accents now.
A little different.
A little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the
I
last
feel
thing you
great.
remember? I'm glad to hear. What's the last thing you remember?
Bowling. From real high.
Huh.
Can't do these fucking accents, and I'm trying to hold back a laugh.
Do you know who we are?
Oh, yeah. You're sparrows. I'm doing terrible.
I'm a little bit far
Mixing-
beyond that one.
No, I'm loving it. Yeah, this is good.
I'm like mixing up like British and Australian because I'm trying not to bust out laughing.
It's great.
It's good.
Oh yeah, you're sparrows, and yeah, you're a proper lot. I'm gonna go lay back down now. I don't feel so well. Good day.
Good. I
He
just
just
look at
leaves.
Harvey and I just look at Harvey very confused.
Hey, look, Quinn, I swear to God, if the same shit happens to Kelvin, I'm throwing you off the ship.
Captain, it's not my fault that I am awakening an inner portion of our fallen comrades' minds to the fullest realness of themselves.
That boy didn't really have much of a mind anyway, so who knows? Maybe I'll sleep it off.
Maybe this will be better.
Kai's gonna wander over to Master Chili and just try to rub some diamond dust on his shoulder and try to cast Greater Restoration on him.
Master Jolie, do you let him?
Yeah, but he'll look at him and give him a look like, the fuck are you doing? At least you're not blowing diamond dust in his face.
Listen, I hear it works better if you rub it on someone's shoulder. But you just, you sound weird or just different, rather. You don't sound weird. You just sound a little different. So, maybe there's something that's, listen, just roll with it, okay?
He like leans in. He's like, hey, listen, lad, let's go below deck. I'll give you something else you could rub on. Get the fuck away from me. I'm going to lay down with me Teddy. And he's just like dragging the Topaz Annihilator. It's just like banging down the stairs, like.
So do you stop me from casting Greater Restoration?
No.
Cool. Well, I get it off for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
What? Who you getting off? Come on, let's go.
I wanted to retract those words as I was saying them.
Do you want me to call you Mr. Spider now?
Who the fuck said that?
Tree Kai.
Oh, Tree Kai. No, that's okay, Tree Kai. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Well, they call him Mr. Spider because he's good with his hands. All 8 of them.
Maybe
you hear yell from below deck.
Feel better in the morning.
Okay. Captain, would you like me to continue with our other compatriot?
Yes, please.
Eloquin, he has to finish a long rest.
No, he doesn't. Not because it's not an order.
Wait, what?
It's if they were dead for over a year, I believe.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was going to say, but like, read the last sentence, and you guys are like, read the second to last sentence.
But it is going to require an 8th level spell slot because he used his 7th.
Oh, okay.
Can I cast guidance on him, please?
For what?
I didn't actually read the spell, but it seemed like he made a performance check. So if there is a performance check involved, then...
And what is that, an extra D4?
D4.
$19. Kelwin, have you ever been dead before?
Nope.
Okay. You can tell this extra effort of doing 2 performances in a row is a little bit taxing on Eloquin. It is not as good as Rise Up, but it's still a hell of a performance of Carry On, My Wayward Son. And after an hour of listening to him rock out, Kelwin, you rise again.
Awesome.
Do you have any words for the group as you awaken?
Not really. I'm just really tired and can't really remember anything.
Yeah. Owen, I just want to tell you how sorry I am for failing you and letting you fall into such terrible circumstances. What you did was brave, but we would never require something so fantastic out of you. I blame Kai, but that's besides the point. Thank you for everything you've done, and hopefully, we'll always have your back.
I do, and that's just who I am.
Well, if everyone's all right, maybe we can go ahead and sit down and find out what Captain Travis has to say.
And I assume that, like, for the last 2 hours, Harvey probably would have maybe let Rex either talk to Captain Travis, or Captain Travis would have just been on the deck with all of us while looking performing.
Given who he is, he would have been solemnly watching.
I was going to say, probably.
Unless you had questions for him.
I would have been pretty distracted till both of our companions started breathing again.
All right. Maybe we sit down and have, like, dinner. After checking the ship. For stowaway wizard assholes.
Plenton was guarding the ship, so
okay.
It's safe.
Once we get back and Eloquin is doing his thing, Kai is also, over those 2 hours, at some point, Kai's going to wander away, just jump up to the crow's nest, sit down, commune with nature for 10 minutes, and just focus on the feeling of the same 5 dinosaurs, and see if I can't figure out where they are.
3 miles. Your ship is a little bit far away from the area that they were. You might be able to catch 1 or 2 coming in and out of range, but they aren't so much moving in a group right now.
Okay.
You aren't entirely sure where they are because they've moved out of the sphere of your awareness.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just making sure that they did not follow us and are, like, stalking, like, the ship from the shore.
No, as far as you can tell, there's nothing that you are particularly concerned with that's near your ship at the moment. I mean, there's a lot of dangerous shit around here, as far as you can tell, but nothing in your immediate vicinity.
Copy that.
Also, Tristan, you should be damn lucky that those jaws were meant for you. one of these days, I'll get you.
Let's be honest, plus 12 to hit, they were going to have a hard time hitting Tristan.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why I gave them a lot of other abilities. Like, I was trying to make it fair. I wasn't expecting one person to fall into their lap.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty interesting fight, or will be a pretty interesting fight.
Yeah. The good thing is,
I assume.
I say we fucking get that spell of comet and nuke those motherfuckers.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
The time will come.
Rex wants to kick their asses. Out of character, those intelligence saving throws are bad.
Yeah. I mean, I literally just picked thingy as well, but mind blank, but there's no way to cast mind blank on everyone. So it wouldn't even help.
Still a very good spell to have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What level spell is it?
It's 8th. So I can't even. I picked it because it's 24-hour spell. So and I didn't have any other spells to pick, so I picked that.
And because there's a lich that's been fucking with you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So pick that and scatter because I'm just waiting for 9th level spell slots. But
I'm gonna start my oven and I'll be right back and we can talk to Captain Travis.
Sounds good. Well, Kelvin, it was still a good idea. Because we got in, we got them, we got out.
Oh, it was definitely
bad. That the fight would have actually gone any better.
Yeah, we would have made it out if they didn't just shoot me out of the sky with that. It was...
Yeah, it is BS that there are no CR4 beasts that fly. I've got a giant eagle, which is a CR1, and then a dinosaur, which I don't know if John would even let me, like, you know, claim knowledge of a dinosaur of CR2. There are no CR4 flying beasts.
I mean, if you want knowledge of the CR2 dinosaur, I can get you knowledge of the CR2 dinosaur.
That would help, yeah, if you're like, hey, I know a slightly better flying animal that you should use instead of a, yeah.
I don't necessarily know that Rex's 6 intelligence would piece that all together, but...
Holy shit, Rex. Their mind fuck might not even affect you. You're so damn dumb. I'm just kidding. The way Kai's going, he's the dumbest one here. I'm the smartest, by the way. Don't know if I've mentioned that in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, no, actually you did. It's okay. Yeah.
Captain Crankshaft.
Yes, Captain Travis. Good to see you again, sir. Oh, wait. We're not eagles anymore, are we?
No.
Okay. It's good to see you, sir.
A pleasure to see you as well. And I wish it was under better circumstances.
Agreed.
And thank you for your assistance. And he pulls out a bag from his robes and hands it over to you.
Ooh.
And what would this be? As Harvey looks in.
It is a bag of holding.
What?
Do you check what's inside?
Can we check what's inside?
I mean,
I think you got to
Flipped
kind of
inside
pretty
out.
much. I was going to say, other than flipping it inside out, don't we have to try to recall whatever we want to grab?
you can also jump in as Jason did last campaign. Or you can ask him.
Well, yeah. What do we have here? Other than a bag of holding.
What's in...
30,000 worth of gems and gold, which is all that I have on me currently.
I appreciate it.
Considering the lengths to which you want to help me and prevent my imminent demise from those creatures, as you saw happen to your friends, I'd say that you earned it.
Oh, thank you, sir. I wish we could have met back up sooner, but we accidentally took a left at Albuquerque and ended up in the Feywild.
Yes, oddly enough. How did you find this place?
He just scowls at Kai.
Hi. P.S. What kind of tea would you like?
I'll leave it up to you to decide.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It
leave
feels
it
like
up.
a chamomile kind of day.
I'm gonna
We're all
leave it up
gonna
to
have-
Rex to explain how we got here, because I missed the last few sessions.
Tristan actually, well, it's a long story, but the 5-minute version is Tristan discovered an ancient journal and some ancient writing on an obelisk, I believe. Found good. I do remember that. All right, obelisk, and found some coordinates, I guess. I don't know, numbers in a book. You can probably follow that better than I can. And they led us to a point. Where was that at? I know it was northwest, but I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know, but like halfway through this, Kai casts Dispel Magic on Travis.
And he just kind of looks over at Kai.
Did
Listen,
Harvey,
you can
did
have
Harvey
it.
notice
Just
that?
checking.
Oh,
Say
the
what
bear,
now?
the
Did
Baron.
Harvey notice Kai cast Dispel Magic?
Roll a perception check.
I wasn't trying to hide it.
Then, yeah, you would see him casting it.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing? I'm casting spells on people, especially friends.
Okay, Krem keeps showing up and talking to us. I figured it was just, good to double check. That's why I'm serving him tea. In case, just to make sure he's, real and can actually drink. Because Krem can't drink. And so maybe he's here in person. And so, Dispel Magic. No offense, Captain Travis. Just, double check.
If our allies, you just ask them.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You could
sure
you could
Krem would have
start
just...
there.
I'm sure if it was Krem, he would have been like, oh, haha, you caught me because you asked.
Well, that's pretty much how
I'm not
exactly.
giving you any... Not going to give you any chamomile tea.
I don't want your tea.
Anyways,
No.
Captain Travis, yes.
We found points of intersection near the barren shores. After Kai took us to the Feywild, and it was awful, and he's still going to be flayed for that. We then ended up finding a vortex, whirlpool type vortex thing, and Kai thought it was a good idea to drive our ship into the vortex, and that's how we ended up here. But maybe it worked out for the best because we, were able to assist you and make some money.
Indeed.
We followed the path of your father, and that's what led us to the Feywild. Apparently, he caused quite a ruckus, made some friends, made some enemies. You might have siblings in other realms, but that's besides the point.
Considering his history, I would not be surprised.
Yep. But yes, we're still on the path that we know best. But there's a question: do you know where the hell we actually are?
Well, to give you a little bit of an idea of the journey that I have been on, me and my crew traveled around the southern seas. We also found one of the obelisks that you spoke of. We found one in Palma Flora that was alerted to the sparrows. Also speaking with several individuals, tavern wenches and whatnot, we did ascertain that my father, he traveled to the bay that you went to and found the vortex. We also traveled there as well. We were staked out for about a week before the same vortex appeared. Unfortunately, we did not know that a creature would appear and our ship was destroyed, and I was the sole survivor. And I have been here for 3 weeks? 3 weeks-ish. Trying to survive in a jungle of such creatures, darting in and out of danger. I do not know where here is.
Well, I'm just glad that you made it. Sorry about your crew.
Indeed, I will miss them, but what is done is done.
What is your plan now that you're here and not running from dinosaurs?
Well, my plan before was to eventually find a way out and to escape, and continue following after my father. I would have to imagine I'm getting close, considering these strange lands that I find myself in. Although I haven't found any tavern wenches here, so I can't imagine he spent very long in this area.
Well, I'm sure if there's a pretty woman around, that your father would sure find her. We'll keep looking.
Indeed. I can tell you a little bit about the area as far as I have found it in my travels and expeditions.
Seems useful. Kai, maybe you should pay attention for this. Somebody who actually knows how to navigate.
What?
Thank you for your words, but I won't claim to be a navigator myself. More, I just pay attention to the things that happen around me. Assuming that the day-night cycle that occurs in this area, even though this does not appear to be a normal sun, considering that it does not move, if it is the normal 24-hour cycle that our world usually is, then every 2 weeks there is a large change of fluids in the central river that spans this area. The area where we are currently in, water seems to come out of. I would assume the southern area water would leave from. I don't know where it goes. I also have not been there when this has happened. When it has happened a single time, I was up north looking through various mountains.
Does the water, go away and then come back? Or
no, it's the area that I was observing at the time quickly. It became less of a gentle current and more of a raging stream, almost like rapids without the stones.
Gee.
Do you know how much time we have before this is going to happen again?
Considering that we just had the event last night, 13 days.
Okay, good to know.
There is a tall wall surrounding this entire area. I don't know how far it goes. I spent my time more or less traveling around the jungle itself. There are a series of mountains to the west and the east, and lowlands to the south. These dinosaur creatures that you saw chasing after me seem to predominantly occupy the western area, although occasionally they do go to the eastern. There seems to be a base of some sort built into the mountain range to the direct west of here in the northwest portion of this land. The southwest portion of this land, let's leave that for last. The eastern portion seems to be a little bit more like highlands, not as much danger there, although the southeastern portion, I feel there may be an illithid incursion there, although I have not found their base. I did see long creatures swimming through the sky that passed into the clouds that hang over this land. I generally do not see them, or have not seen them since.
Did you just see them one time? And was it yesterday?
I saw them come in yesterday as well as when I was pulled into this land.
We may have killed one.
Bully for you.
I'm not sure it was so good, but we did. More specifically, I did. So
did.
I have not fought one myself. I cannot say how strong they are, but they look intimidating to me. I did see them rushing to the south at the event that I relayed to you already. I do not know the importance of this occurrence, if they are manifesting it themselves or merely taking advantage of its natural occurrence, or if something else is creating such an occurrence.
Have you seen any signs of your father at all?
As I said, I have not found any bar bunches here, so no.
Right.
Strangely enough, once you pass into the southern portions of this land, I found statues of a large raised fist. Like, imagine a fist with the half of a forearm, but the size of a man. It looked painstakingly carved out of granite and other forms of stone. They just littered the land. They almost became part of the land. They have been here for ages, it would look like. I don't know their importance or what they signify, but they are all over the southern portions.
Tristan, any mention of anything like that in the journal?
John, is there anything like that in the journal? I don't really remember.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
This is still the Satyr's journal that we're talking about?
And actually, if you want to just try to recall and not investigate further, then you can roll a flat intelligence check. If you want to investigate, that would take some time.
Okay, I'll just try to recall so I can do that on the spot. Well, if I do investigation, will I have an advantage?
Because of your glasses, yes.
Yes. Okay, then I'm gonna take the time to investigate because this seems important.
All right. So you would say I'll get back to you then because it will take time.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, what? Oh, well, I guess I have to call out which captain. Captain Harvey. What's your thoughts? Where do we want to go explore? I mean, it's going to take some time to get there. Obviously, Kelvin and Masachuli are going to need some rest.
Before you decide on what to do, I do want to warn you that these are strange lands. The area that we are in now seems to be higher up because of the mountain ranges, which are poking through the forest canopy. But if you go into the southern lands, it's almost like this sublayer of a jungle formed below. It's darker, more nefarious. If you travel deep enough, the light from above is blotted out. It's almost like a swamp, a morose.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be easy.
It never is.
Well, and Harvey turns back to like the rest of the crew. Anybody have any recommendations other than beginning an investigation? I'm thinking we want to get a better lay of the land.
While you guys
Have
are
we-
deciding, I'm going to put food in. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Again,
I mean, we
because
took
I
off
wasn't.
like, yeah. Sorry, we took off like at dawn to go get to Travis. I don't know what time John would say it is, but I imagine we still have, the afternoon. So we could still fly if we wanted to get more of a lay of the land or just do any more recon.
Where did we actually come in on the map, and how far south did you guys get before we saw Captain Travis?
Pretty much right where the ship currently is. We entered from the north and then didn't go anywhere because we got in at night and then just like it was dark and it was, everything was weird, and so we just stopped.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we might be able to take flight again within the next few days. Stay high above the canopy, but low enough so that flying shit doesn't seem to get us.
Yeah, and I mean, if we wanted to, continue to recon this afternoon, a few of us could still go out for several more hours.
Yeah, the only problem is I worry if you guys go down. Oh, what kind of a plan for rescue would we have?
Don't go down.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
We weren't planning on going down earlier today, and you saw how that went.
You guys hear from below deck, but
Yeah.
hey, I'll give you something to go down on.
Oh, well,
At least Masacholi, he's a brigand now.
Not so much a simpleton anymore.
No.
Oh,
No. But he still loves his Teddy, out of character.
and Mr. Split, right?
I don't know if he's got that much of a connection, Mr. Spider.
Doesn't seem like it so far.
We'll see. We'll see what he's like when he wakes up, or after he comes out of his 4 days lazy.
So the plan is to go south.
I think so, Captain Travis. What do you think about an aerial reconnaissance mission? Do you think that might be the best place to start?
as I said, those weird long creatures disappeared into the clouds, so you would have to be wary of them. What else might lurk up there? I don't know. I've not ventured myself.
Yep.
Also, where would you like me to help? As it appears, Captain, I must defer to you, as I am temporarily part of your crew.
What does everybody else think? Let's get some input here.
And I'm open to ideas because right now the only thing I can think of is just pretty much shapeshift and observe until we find something. I know Captain Travis pointed a few places out.
I
I
mean,
think the closest place to us is he said there was like something built into a rock face in the northwest.
Oh, the mountains that he was talking about are like here.
Oh, those
and
mountains?
Here.
Oh,
we could explore the mountains from above as long as we keep our distance.
And stay spaced out, probably. Spread out. Don't all cluster up.
Yeah,
Fair.
I would. So it seems like those. It seems like the flying creatures were, obviously aware of what this place was and dove through the portal. Doesn't sound like too much of a hunch that they would know more about this place than us. So if there is if this is just like a gateway or a stepping stone between places, then following them might get us to wherever that destination is. And Captain Travis, I think you said they headed. Which direction did they head when you saw them? I think you said they were heading south.
When they first arrived, they quickly went into the skies above. I believe when the event happens, I did see some race down to the south, but I don't know where they disappeared to, as I was farther to the north when it happened.
Sure.
The occurrence takes time. I'd say that it happened for about an hour before the waters stopped to their current state.
Mm-hmm. For several reasons, it seems like the flow of the water and the giant flying worms are pointing us south.
Makes
whatever
sense.
those giant raised fists are, I would lean towards starting to move the ship south throughout the day. Stay away from the shoreline. If anything, stay a little bit to the east. And if John, what time is it? We went to go get them at like dawn.
Yeah, you guys were up. By now, it's like probably afternoon to late afternoon.
Okay, so we've got the afternoon if we wanted to continue to do some aerial recon and then link back up with the ship there in the evening. I guess that would be my suggestion is let's just, start moving south.
That'll give Tristan some time to look into the stone fist statues as well in his journal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What if we sailed the ship south? Maybe dock somewhere in this area, near the mountains. Give our two crewmates a few days of rest, and then maybe investigate the mountains. I think the thing that kind of screwed us the most when we were in the Feywild is when we were wandering around without information. Maybe we can find something starting there, investigating the
Mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever it was carved into. What did you say was there, Captain Travis? What was carved into the mountains? What did you say? It was like an outcropping or something?
I think so.
Oh, carved into the mountains?
Yeah.
He just saw like openings that appear to be guarded by these dino creatures and just like this ominous sense of darkness.
Oh, dinosaurs and ominousness and darkness. I mean, doesn't get much worse than that. I'm game.
Dinosaurs that eat your brain and
Yes.
suck fluids out of your body.
Yep. Sorry, Colin.
It's okay.
Well, we'll take a few days, sail south, keep an eye for, these things, these dinosaurs, and, what do you think, fly to the mountains and land and then explore? Or should we try to sneak through the woods?
If we're taking a couple days, then if everybody's rested up, then we're probably better off on the ground. If we're being honest, if we're going to eventually be on the ground, we're probably better off starting out on the ground so we don't get picked off in the air like happened to Tristan.
Travis, please.
What?
You called me Tristan.
No, he's talking about Tristan getting hit by the mind flayers.
Well, he said Captain Tristan.
Oh.
I
like you said, what happened to Tristan?
Okay.
Well,
All right, so who's doing what first?
So it sounds like we are taking the boat, sailing south for as far as we can today until we hit darkness, then just mooring the boat and stopping there,
Okay.
at least for today. And then whoever would like to, we are going to pop back into giant eagle form and just scout out and just do some aerial recon cautiously.
Yeah, Harvey will probably stay on the ship those few days while everyone is recovering and attempt to begin fixing the clock for Kelvin.
Okay. So Tristan, you are looking at your book.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
make the roll now. 17.
Okay. You don't find any inclination or mention of stone fists in the writing. And you seem to be on the last portion of the book, translating it, decoding it. You know that I don't believe your group has anything else planned for the evening, so do you want to continue to look through it and try to burn through the last portion?
Definitely.
Okay. So let's say make 5 investigation checks, and that'll bring you to the point where you bed down for the night.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good rolls in there.
Yeah.
So the last portion of the book, it's mainly the author's. It's not as much information as the author's thoughts about the passing of the Ilari. The area that he spoke of where they were going was kind of like their last bastion. It seems like they were at war with someone and they were just trying to maintain one last shining hope for their civilization. And they were kind of abandoning all their other strongholds because they knew that they wouldn't be able to withstand the assault that was being pressed on them. That being said, there were several family lines who refused to pass from the worlds and who chose to stay and see what they could make of it. Specifically, there were 2 family lines that were listed that he mentioned: the Hawks and the Lightfoots.
Okay.
Does Tristan
That-
recognize that name?
Yeah.
I mean, Lightfoot is definitely recognizable. Hawks does not ring a bell. So I'm gonna
Roll a straight intelligence check.
okay, straight intelligence. So it's just plus 12.
You know you've encountered the name before. You're not sure where.
Hawks. Tristan underlines it and then makes a notes to ask the rest of the group if they remember meeting any hawk. Okay, but I will also make a note to speak to Leopold about this because this is obviously his name right here. To see what he knows. But apart from that, is there any information about any tentacle dinosaur or anything that we've seen so far in this place?
The mentioning in the tome about the people that they were fighting seems to be more people of advanced magical ability. It seems to be more in line with Aor or a similar advanced magical nation.
Mm.
It doesn't lead you to think that they were fighting against Illithid or creatures created by them. It doesn't really ring true. Nothing that you can find about these creatures that you've just encountered.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I think that's all the information that we have from this book. So I'm gonna stash it and make a mental note to ask the rest of the party about the Hawks, and if maybe even Travis. Maybe Travis has some information about that as well.
Okay.
Next time we see, over the next few days.
All right. Anyone else doing anything for the night?
If Kyle's going out to investigate, Leopold would go, or to do air reconnaissance. Leopold would definitely go with him because they have gone on those type of missions before together.
Okay. Who is going out on aerial reconnaissance as the light begins to dim and head towards evening?
Kai, presumably you're leading this?
Yeah, I mean, I would have left as soon as the ship started moving. So, I think we've pretty much been out all afternoon.
Yeah, Leopold would go with him.
So, just trying to match up Captain Travis's description, kind of make sure that the ship isn't heading for any visible, obvious danger, and then just getting enough height to figure out, is what is the perimeter of this place look like? Is it just surrounded by mountains and just walls of stone in every direction? Probably not getting more than, probably not getting down into the southern half of this area. I figure since we're just spending the afternoon doing this, but yeah, just trying to get a lay of the land. Match.
Are you both Eagles?
Yes.
Yep.
And anyone else who wants to go with me.
Okay. How far out are you going from the ship? Like a couple miles? And how high up are you going? Just near the ship, or are you? How extensive is your perimeter?
I know we're sailing in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So I will mention there really isn't any wind currently. So the ship is either moving through your propulsion or to the gentle flow of the water, though you're barely going a mile an hour, if that.
That's fine. We'll probably, because we've got time to kill, just go with the current of the water.
Okay. So Kai and Leopold, how high are you going?
Square's a mile, so I'll go. Wait.
200 feet in the air at least.
Yeah, 200 feet in the air, and then 20 feet is 4 squares, which is 4 miles. Okay, so then, sorry, if that's 4 squares, that's 9 squares. Yeah, I'd say 9 squares. As a giant eagle, not dashing, just normal movement. Math says we're moving at 9 miles an hour.
Okay.
So we'll probably do this type of motion. Fuck the West.
All right, so that's going to take you all evening into darkness.
That's 3 hours.
So you said 9 miles an hour, right?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, so 20. Oh, wait, back up. Sorry. Yeah, if that's, wait, am I doing this wrong? I completely done this wrong.
So
that'd be 27 hours. Scratch that.
No, you're right. So
5 squares is 5 miles. Okay. Yeah, so I think 27 squares is
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. So call it 3 hours and then, 4 hours to get back to the ship.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for each hour for both of you.
And the Giant Eagles have advantage, right?
Yep. I'll just do
Kai.
Wow. That's the first hour. That's the second hour.
One more.
I'm putting you on my hit list.
Oh, natural
30.
19.
35, 35, and 34. We are keeping an eye out, what we are keeping an eye out, again, just like trying to like make sure that like the lay of the land matches up with Travis, see if we see any like sign of civilization, like what do the walls and the perimeter look like, and also keeping our eyes peeled for those giant effing worms.
Not that it matters, but Leopold rolled a 17, a 26, and a 17. No, a 16, a 26, and a 17.
Yeah, you're just looking at Kai's tail feathers the entire time. Sadly.
They're bright pink this time.
So, yeah, flying around, everything seems to match up with what Captain Travis was saying. Let me double check my maps to make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, so these mountains to the west you can see bare glimpses of what looks like entryways or cave openings that lead into the mountains themselves. You don't see anyone really guarding them.
Okay.
Farther to the south, you're a little bit too far away, but they do appear darker than the lands that you are used to.
Sure.
The stone that is surrounding this entire area, it looks like jagged, normal stone outcroppings. It doesn't look like it was mined by dwarves to be like a flat surface. It's almost like canyon walls.
Okay.
And they reach up all the way past the clouds, which are the clouds start like 3 to 4 miles up above you. And looking up, you see worms just kind of dart in and out occasionally, but they are usually completely obscured.
Ooh. Can I make a rough guess based on how many worms I see over the time that I see them? Does it seem like there's only like maybe 2 or 3? Would it make sense for there to only be like the 3 that we saw disappear in there, or does it look like there might be a lot more up there?
You can't be sure that, like I was saying, you don't see them all the time. They come into focus and then they quickly disappear back into the clouds. So you can't be sure if you're seeing a different one every time or if it's the same one every time.
Okay.
You have not spent a lot of time with these creatures, so you don't really know much about their anatomy or how to differentiate between different ones.
Sure. Can I tell how fast they're moving for future reference?
Ooh. Good perception check. Ooh. Roll survival.
Did you guys say you killed one of them before?
Yeah, we did.
Any recalling from combat?
I mean,
Is Masta Choli taking pot shots from like 400 feet away?
I actually ended up killing it when we were in the water.
Take my food out. I mean, they are lazily flying around at least 45 feet.
Okay.
But they might be able to travel faster if they wanted to.
Sure. Okay.
Be right back.
Masacholi is sharpshooter now. We can ignore disadvantage at long ranges.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
But he's a prick now, so who knows?
He's gonna shoot.
Ignores 1/2 and 3/4 cover. And can take a -5 penalty from attack roll to add 10 to the damage.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, can anyone think of anything else that Leopold and I should be asking?
I know you had asked if you'd ask Captain Travis if he could tell if the worms were coming in from the north and then heading out through the south. So if you can see, if they only seem to be heading in a certain direction or if they're just flying around.
Yeah, if they're just hanging out. And it's possible that they are just like waiting for the 2 weeks in order for the next portal to open. Like I'm thinking this is like a train station, and you magically teleport in, and then 2 weeks later you can leave and go on to the next spot.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other thing I could kind of metagame or, maybe guess about this place is when it does, begin dumping water and everything, does something else open up or appear during that time?
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Or is that the only time that you can get out, come in or get out? Because wasn't it was a 2 or 3 week span for us to get into this place?
It was a 2 week span between it happening, and we arrived yesterday, and it happened.
And that tracks with Kai knowing that the full moon occurs every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Are the worms, do they appear to be moving like consistently in the same direction when I see them, or are they just like hanging out up there, bopping around in different directions?
They didn't appear to be moving in a consistent direction.
Okay. Then anything in the water along the path of the boat that any, dark shapes or, rapids or anything that anything that the boat should look out for as we're crisscrossing in front of it?
With your perception checks, no physical things that you need to be aware of other than like shoals that you would normally avoid as a helmsman. Occasionally you do see a dino wading through the water and swimming through it. It appears to be hunting, and then they quickly disappear into the overgrowth of the jungle.
The same dino?
Same dinosaur? Yeah.
You have no idea if it's the same dino or not.
No, same type.
Same type.
Yeah, there are a few of them.
Oh, do I see any other different types of dinosaurs?
Yeah, you see like one normal T-Rex.
Okay.
All right. With your high perception check, you see over here there is like a raised plain that appears to have mammoths on it, and you imagine that they do spread into the jungle occasionally.
Mammoths. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any flying dinosaurs of any sort?
Not that
just
you've seen.
Okay, so I got the T-Rex.
You're welcome to roll a nature check if you'd like.
Yeah. What would the nature check be for?
I was inclined to say nature or insight. With a creature of the size of those worms, it might be hard for a large airborne creature to stay in the skies.
That's
if
fair.
That one already owns it.
That's fair. Do we get to? I think we got to like ballpark here-ish.
Yeah.
Do we see those giant fists that Captain Travis referenced, or are they further south?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah. I think that pretty much takes us to like evening time, so we'll head back to the ship at this point.
Yeah, you're here.
How are we on supplies, like food?
How well did you have the ship provisioned before?
That's what I was asking, basically.
When we were in Darktoe, I specifically said we would take enough provisions for a big trip to the north. Because I believe it was the last place of civilization we were planning on being for a long time. We even got like cold weather gear and stuff as well.
That makes sense. I seem to remember that now.
Well,
if you ask that when we're back, I is also like, ooh, Oh, I got these berries. They're like, they will fill you up all day long.
Barring
really good.
Kai's berries, if you provision for a extended journey, that probably sets you up for about 3 months.
Okay.
You had a fight in your cargo hold where there were a bunch of corrosive blobs, which probably burnt through about 10% because there was a lot of acid being thrown around. So we'll say tentatively you've burned through a month worth of food and water.
I can also, first level spell slot, I have Good Berry, which is 10 berries. Each berry is enough to nourish a creature for 1 day. And it's
Rex and Plenton technically can both, if we know we're like spending days on the ship right now, letting people rest, we can also burn spell slots on create food and water.
Nice.
That's why I was asking about it. Since we have a couple days here where we're not doing a whole lot, I was figuring if we needed it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, so we head back and we let everybody know. Okay, so path seems relatively clear, at least in the water. John, sorry, how far out into the water did the dinosaur go? Did it just stay in the shallows, or did it go into the deep?
The dinos, there appear to be fish in the water that they hunt, but it's more like they crossed from this island across the strait there, maybe like here. They don't appear to want to spend a lot of time in the water,
Okay.
but they'll pass through it to hunt.
Okay. Also, those dinosaurs can absolutely swim, and they can cross the whole river, but they don't seem to like hanging out in the river. But
also, Kai, just roll percentile for shits and giggles.
Even. Not dead, but pretty much even.
Okay. You saw one of them hunting what looked like a monkey or something. He's swinging in the trees high above it. You could have sworn you saw it be in the air longer than a normal jump.
Sure. The dinosaur or the monkey?
The dinosaur. You're not sure. It didn't look right to you. But you've also haven't seen it fly.
Kai, do you ever determine if these things are actually beasts?
They are definitely not beasts. Did you see them? They have giant tentacle things.
I've never
for their
seen
face.
Or what do you want from me?
Those are clearly not beasts. Clearly unnatural monsters.
You turn us into weird things that don't seem natural too, so.
Eagles are elegant creatures. As are cardinals. Just a little smaller.
I feel like the eagle could eat the cardinal, but whatever.
Are you guys knocking off? I'm trying to fucking work in here.
Oh, that reminds me. Harvey. Can you,
You're outside the captain's quarters, he's inside.
Yeah. Tap, 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 Harvey. Tap, 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 Harvey. Tap, 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 Harvey.
Harvey opens the door. You look down. He's dressed. If he's working on that clock, I don't know if he would invite Calvin to be in there to help and kind of learn more about it. But yeah, he's dressed out of decency. What do you want?
I go on to describe the 1,000 gold gem encrusted bowl that a hero's feast requires. And with some of the gems that Travis gave, do you think you could make a bowl about this big and maybe pack like about 1,000 gold worth of gems in it? Dude, I know how to make a banger feast. Even Rex, I think, would appreciate this feast because it basically turns into whatever you want.
You want me to make a bowl and then bring it out? Is that what you're asking?
I want you to make like 5 or 6 of them.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm busy.
And he slams the door in your face. Opens it up.
I'll make the bowl next after I fix the clock.
And then slams the door again.
I take one action to turn him into a chicken, and then one action to turn him back into Harvey.
That's mutiny.
24 hours of concentration, and animal shape is still up.
Do you do anything, Captain Crankshaft?
Let's see. Do you have to like roll to change me, or you can just change me on the fly?
Just an action to change you.
And is there any like save on this spell?
No. It's a willing creature, and you were willing at the point in time, so it's just up.
Let's see.
Do you open the door again?
Yeah.
Kai's like booking it. Just like running like a scared little girl, booking it in the opposite direction.
Oh, even worse. Okay. All right. Then no, I don't do anything right now.
Okay.
But yeah, Harvey does go back to work on attempting to fix the clock.
Okay,
So,
make a crafting check.
All right. That was sleight of hand, I
Yep.
believe. Okay. Trying to remember from back in the day when I used to.
Oh, been a while since you crafted.
Yeah. I'll add Flash of Genius for a 23 total.
Okay, you're starting to get it back into working condition. It's gonna take some time. It's very fiddly.
I would assume that it wouldn't necessarily just be like a one night thing.
Yeah, and you said you were going to ask Kelwin about it?
Yeah.
Okay, Kelwin, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Because you've described this clock, but since it wasn't in like functional, it wasn't functional, it couldn't really go further than that.
Mhm.
I give you a Flash of Genius as well for +5.
Okay. So she would explain that it is a clock that keeps track of the
Yep.
time.
Reroll that real quick.
Oh, sure. What's the ability that lets you reroll it? Okay, sure.
That checks.
All right.
So Harvey has Artificer's Lore. I don't
Mhm.
know if that would help. History checks against magical items.
Not so much because she's the one trying to explain it to you.
Okay.
But you start to hear what she's saying, and you're finishing her sentences at some points where it makes sense to you.
Gotcha.
It's a clock that keeps track of the time on every plane of existence, and it seems to function by the internal mechanisms keeping track of the time. But then there is a magical component where you are aware the plane shift spell requires a tuning fork to basically every plane of existence, where it's not a straight tuning fork, it's a very small sliver of a metallic material attached to each plane that taps into that plane of existence so that the internal mechanisms of the clock can keep track of the time, because they flow differently, if that makes sense.
Yep. Are there individual slivers intended for the various different planes, or is it one sliver that is attuned to all planes at the same time?
There are an inordinate amount of slivers inside of this mechanism.
Okay. And just to double check, because I wasn't here when she joined, that's kind of what Kelwin wanted, was for me to fix it, and then was she going to take it back, or she just wanted it back?
She was going to take it back once you fixed it.
Gotcha.
But y'all agreed to help with Krem in payment of you fixing it, basically.
Correct.
You know, Kelvin, after everything's said and done, and we fix your clock, and I guess hopefully defeat Krem, you're welcome to stick around. You're more than worthy of a permanent spot here in the Sparrows. But that choice is yours. We'll do our best to protect you, and we've got a shitload of gold that we split evenly, if that's something that entices you.
I'll say thank you. I appreciate that. And then I will rub my signet ring and say, I do have duties back home.
I understand.
Can I get like a glimpse of the signet ring? See like what it is, what it might like if any particular identifying marks, anything on that we might have seen in the Feywild?
Are you trying to be subtle about it?
It's just like a quick glance, one of those like, somebody pulls out something shiny, you lock onto it real quick, but just without trying to be like weird about it.
Sure, make a perception check. And then a history check.
Perception's 13. History's 21. I'll use a flash of genius for get perception up to 18.
So the signet ring has several interlocking circles that appear to be gears. It reminds you of certain clan insignias for your gnomish origin of Hupperduke. You aren't familiar with this one, so you're inclined to believe it isn't one of their clans, but would be consistent with someone who was from the planet of Mechanus.
Okay. Gotcha. I might be jumbling my memories out of character. Did she say where she was from? Or say where she was going back to? Like prior to this tinkering session?
Tell one, I'll let you handle that. I don't think you did.
If she didn't, or if you didn't, that's fine. I'm just trying to remember out of character if you said either your origin or destination.
Yeah, I did say where I was from when I first arrived and talked to Kai and Rex.
Gotcha. What did you just tell them, or did you tell everybody?
Yeah, everyone.
And what was the origin? Feywild?
Mechanus.
Oh, Mechanus.
If you don't mind me asking, is this piece of beautiful machinery, does it belong to you? Is it just something that you're sent to retrieve?
It's something I was sent to retrieve.
I see. Well, something definitely powerful indeed, and very rare. Any idea how it got to the Feywild? That's where we found it, inside the giant crocodile's mouth. The crazy bastard ate Clinton, ate him whole. He jumped in by himself, and then it ate him. And then we saved him like valiant warriors that we are.
Harvey's just going off like on an old man tangent, just telling stories that nobody asked about.
We love Harvey.
It's a one of a kind piece, and it was stolen,
Oh, that's terrible.
and I was sent to find it.
Oh shit, you're important where you come from, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you like an assassin or a bounty hunter?
Investigator.
Ooh, investigator. Okay. Well, either way, it seems to be coming along quite well. I don't think we'll finish it, but we'll keep it safe.
Good.
But,
Good here.
before we go, I guess if you don't mind, I got all this gold from Captain Travis. If you don't mind helping me count it and divide it up, and then you need a bag of holding.
Sure.
You can have it.
After we divide the money up, he gives you the bag of holding.
I can make my own. It's pretty fancy. Probably the best you'll ever see if I ever make it again. But yeah, I potentially have one, but it'd be good if somebody else had one.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And out of character, if we're dividing this up evenly amongst everybody and the crew, do we have 9 of us now? Or 8 of us? Because there's 4 of wait.
Nah, 10.
2, 3, 10. Okay.
Counting the cruise share, it's 10 because there was 7 of us that went, and Ella Quinn and Plenton were on the ship.
Okay.
Right?
That sounds right.
Add 10,000 to your total before you divide it up too, because on our last loot we found some gems.
Okay. So 40,000 of gold and gems divided by 10 of us, so everybody plus the crew gets 4,000 gold. Sounds right.
Sounds right.
You guys have a massive crew.
Yeah, who are massively rich. They have like 15,500 gold right now that we have total, like set aside for the crew.
They're going to be rich if they can survive.
How much do you have, Harvey?
I've got just under 8 now.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was looking stuff up on the side. How much gold did we just get?
4,000 apiece.
Thank you.
Yeah, after they count out the money and Harvey gives Kelvin the bag.
Well, my dear, I don't know if you have anything else planned, but I think I'm going to go ahead and walk the ship and probably get some rest. Suggest you do the same. You had a pretty rough day.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on resting.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your night.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. Now I gotta go find Kai.
Meanwhile, Kai has gone like bouncing off to go find Rex.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be good.
Rex, guess what we saw while we were all flying around?
Clouds.
Clouds, yes. I mean, okay, so you're technically correct, but...
Didn't Rex go with you, or was it just...
It was Leopold.
Leopold. But I saw some more dinosaurs, and one of them I think was small enough. It's still a big dinosaur, but it was small enough that I'm pretty sure I could turn us into dinosaurs.
Were they
very
dinosaurs, or were they the
very
fake
proudly
fun of me for thinking we're beasts?
Kai like takes a step back. I assume we're up on deck. And takes a step back, clears a room, and then quickly pops into a Stegosaurus, and then pops back.
I should have an action when he pops in, right?
Sure.
John, I'm casting Dominate Beast.
I make your save.
Oh my god, yes. What is the save?
I don't know. This is one of my oath spells, so I always have it prepared, but I've never even looked to use it. Wisdom. Otherwise, you'll pass this.
Wisdom. I'm pretty well, it's gonna make a big difference. I think I retain my own. I think I retain my wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe not.
Oh my god.
What's your save, Rex?
What's that? 19.
I had a 50-50 shot.
So you're telling me Harvey walks around the corner and sees you just dominate at Stegosaurus?
Yes.
I am playing fetch on the ship with a stick, or like a board. Stegosaurus.
Rex, do you want to RP what your Dominate base looks like?
It's the first time I've ever actually used this. So I pull out the war pick real quick as a free action, and then as I cast Dominate Beast, like my armor, like the dark spikes on my armor and the war pick glow, and my eyes kind of turn real dark, and I basically just say, "You're mine now, bitch."
Stegosaurus is estimated to weigh about 8,400 pounds.
Now just go.
Where did you bring a dinosaur on board?
Actually, I think it's Kai, but I only have this for a minute, so let me enjoy it.
All right.
Harvey's going to stay within 30 feet of the Stegosaurus and hold his reaction to when it shifts into Kai.
Okay, I mean, it's up to a minute. So for a minute, the ship is just rocking like crazy because of all the weight distribution that's going on. You see a bunch of crew members that start to lash themselves to the railings to not get thrown off.
Oi, what is going on out there?
Rex, did you read the bottom at higher levels?
No, I don't have any higher levels.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Fourth is my highest level spell till next level.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
All right. After 1 minute, it goes away. Unless Rex, there was something else you wanted to do.
Nope. Just making him like turn in circles and
Okay.
nothing crazy because he can't really do anything that would
I love that we're just fucking around at the end of this session, knowing we got to end here in a few minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I've been saving that for a while, so.
I'm so glad.
All right.
Good stuff.
Harvey?
Yeah, when he turns
I'm
back
still
into...
Stegosaurus.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're
It's been
dominating. You don't have any free thought.
Well, the dominate ends unless Rex...
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you can tell him to not be a Stegosaurus.
Oh, did.
Yes.
Harvey,
I want Kai back.
all right, right when I feel the concentration slipping, I will tell him to drop his form.
Pop back to Kai.
There you go.
You need to make a strength saving throw. DC's 18.
Oh, yeah, that's a +0.
Oh, come on!
What happens on that DC 18? Like, what are you doing? Is it visibly and obviously an attack?
You see a tractor beam coming from Harvey's gauntlet aiming towards you.
Next time, Kai. Next time.
He just walks away.
I
It's the
look
same
back.
It's the same tractor beam. You see him pick up. You saw him pick a guy up in the laboratory underneath the sanitarium, where he yanked the guy up in the air and then punched him. So yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Kai,
Kai
are you
turns
doing
back to
anything?
Rex. Just backing away from Rex.
Rex is just smiling, which doesn't happen.
I see Rex smiling and go back up to the crow's nest.
I like how you're friends with Rex now, but Harvey's gonna beat your ass soon.
Rex,
Harvey's not afraid of the captain.
Harvey is the captain. Speaking of the captain, Rex actually would like to go to the captain's quarters if nobody else has something they want to do right now.
If we can save 2 or 3 minutes, I had one more thing to do. But you first, please.
All right, so I knock on the captain's door.
The door opens. Oh, before it opens,
Who is it?
Rex.
Oh, come on in.
So Rex walks in, shuts the door, and
Harvey's
said,
butt naked.
"It doesn't even faze him in the slightest. He just has this solemn look on his face."
Yes. What can I do for you, Rex?
It's been a long day,
Long indeed.
mentally and physically, but I've been wrestling. I've been wrestling with something, and maybe just everything that happened today made me want to get it off my chest.
Oh, okay. Have a seat.
Harvey like sits down, his legs are spread. Everything's right there.
Rex is good. He's walked in on the Captain Forging before, so he's used to it. Doesn't phase him.
What the kids call it.
Yeah. Yes.
Like I can hear Carolyn laughing.
Oh, you can. She's been like really in tears half the night.
I'm kind of jealous that you had clothes on when I was in there.
Well, I don't know you well enough.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, go ahead, Rex. Get it off your chest.
All right.
Get a load off your chest?
When Krem was here the other day, some of the things he said kind of resonated with me. He's not wrong. Like, religion is awful. Like, what he is doing is also awful. He's taking free will away from people. But that's what some of the gods and what some religions do too. I don't really talk about it too much, but I was... my parents were... he says, very religious, probably hyper religious. They worshipped the Platinum Dragon, and they did everything. They followed all of his tenets. They helped out everybody they could. They were selfless. And do you think that when they were in need, the Platinum Dragon would do anything for them? Hell no. And Krem offered me the location of the Platinum Dragon, or at least said he did. I don't really trust him either.
He offered you the location of a god to prove yourself.
Yes. Yes. So, which in Rex's head went right to the one that he was thinking of. Like, he just assumed he would know the right one, but either way. That's how Rex took it, so.
Sorry. Could I insight this conversation to see if there's any inkling that, to see if this is all coming from Rex's mind and heart, or if there's any influence from Ash? I feel out of character. This feels like it's all coming from Rex, but just want to 100% make sure.
I mean, that would be more of an Arcana check, I feel like.
I can do that.
You know what? I'll let you roll either a insight check. It's a higher DC.
My skill is much higher anyway. Fuck. I've got one more flash of genius. 20.
It could be. You're not sure. Ash, you know that it's a psychic link between them, so it could be influencing him without you being aware of it, but I mean, you also don't have a way of seeing what it's doing to him. You don't have to detect magic up or anything like that. It doesn't look like he's being controlled.
Okay.
Oh, Rex, So, assuming going off of the basis that maybe Krem's not so wrong, what does that make you want to do? You want to support Krem? You want to...
Krem's wrong. He's terrible. But his ideology has logic behind it. And maybe that's where he gets some of his power.
Well, spiritualism is very powerful. I don't necessarily subscribe or practice any religion, but the 395 years I've spent alive, I've learned quite a bit. And I feel like having belief and trust and understanding of something, that's what makes you spiritual. And sometimes religions are there to help boost that, those things. But I mean, Rex, you're no punk. You're no pushover. You're no bitch. I mean, there's strength from you that empowers you yourself. Don't think that, Krem's the only one who has strength. Everybody has something to contribute to themselves and someone else. And that's what makes Krem so terrible, is that he wants to strip some of the great things individual people and beasts and creatures and, creatures of all races have and can contribute.
Yeah, I agree. I think you asked me what I want or what it makes me want to do. I think my feeling is Krem is a worthy adversary, and I'll be honest, there haven't been a whole lot of people I've met in my life that I truly believe are worthy adversaries. So my goal right now is to stay with this group and stop him. But that being said, I think that maybe after we do that, my quest for, we'll call it vengeance, we'll call it justice, we'll call it whatever we want, is going to have higher aspirations and will probably lead me away from the group. I've never truly understood religion, but a while back, Tristan explained it to me. And I really took a lot from that conversation. And, this war pick has been a great tool to aid me and to aid this group in vanquishing our foes. And so I don't know if I'd call it religion, but Tristan told me that I could worship the war pick, and he thought that was a good idea. So,
do you worship what it symbolizes, or worship as the entity that it holds?
I think I worship the power that I wield through it, if that makes sense.
Well, I've said before, there's quite a bit of evil, as well as quite a bit of power in that pick. Make sure you've got your head screwed on right.
Well, if I didn't, this conversation probably would have been a lot different.
Well, Rex, the only last bit of advice that I could offer is set a goal for yourself, son. Have a dream.
I have a dream. It involves killing a god.
But let me tell you this, son. This is the greatest bit of knowledge somebody who's 395 years old could tell you. Don't necessarily follow your dreams. Live, carry on, and take your dreams with you. And see if you accomplish your dreams or your goals on your path. Don't live only for the dream or for the goal. Just live. Hell, I thought that being one of the best blacksmiths in Upper Duke, or even, what the fuck is the name of this continent? Wild Mount. I'm getting old, Rex. Forgetting shit. But I thought I'd be the best, and then I would just retire. But then, as it turns out, I had a hell of a lot more to learn. Right around the time that all my magic came to me, I decided that being a blacksmith was just a start. It's like level 1. So I carried on. As it turns out, just living life. And as it turns out, I keep getting better and better and stronger. That's just kind of a byproduct of living.
Probably good advice.
Just live, Rex. Take your dreams and your goals along with you. Just live, man. There's some people that live longer than others, and others who die before they've lived long enough. That's the thing I love about you boys, and I care most about, is making sure everybody lives as long as possible.
On that, at least we can agree. And on that note, I'll say, to save Kai his couple minutes real quick here, I'll say that Rex's eyes kind of glow a little bit, just like a flash, and then he walks out the door.
Okay, it was nice talking to you. I'd offer you a hug, but I'm naked and you don't seem like the hugging kind. So have a good night.
He just keeps walking.
Do you close the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Some good shit, guys.
Thanks.
Anyone else?
I dropped a little backstory nugget there.
I
don't
like
know if
it.
anybody caught it.
Hupperdo?
I had mentioned about Harvey's magic coming to him.
Mm.
Yeah, I dropped some backstory there too.
I'm excited because I'm like, great, now we can have more dialogue when we don't get shit to do.
No, that was good. John, do you have a couple more minutes?
Yep, I already ate, so yeah.
Cool. Thank you. So just before Kai goes to bed, he's going to recast Druid Grove, reestablish that for 24 hours.
Okay.
That only takes 10 minutes, and then just, same thing that we talked about before. And then he is going to pop a 5th level spell and attempt to scry on the dinosaur, one of the dinosaurs that we encountered.
Oh. Let's see. What type of save is it?
It is a DC 19 Wisdom save, and there's the display. I certainly don't know the target well, but that's rude.
But you, how familiar are you with it? You've met the target.
Met the target, which is just a +0.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to make it more difficult? Because what are you adding in your Sice +1?
Yeah, I think that is included in it. I guess if I could try retconning this a little bit, could I have gone through?
Is there like a tooth in Mostachuli or Kelvin's body whenever we brought them back?
Exactly what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Nah, but you can try multiple of them if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I would try. I would try one more time.
That'll do.
What's the DC?
19.
Okay. How does it appear to you when you go into your druid scrying?
Probably very similar to the starry form, where tattoos kind of light up around on my body, and I kind of go into that astral form. But I imagine in scrying form, it is. I'm just sitting in full lotus position up on the crow's nest, and just maybe a different form of constellation lights up in and around my head.
All right, and how long does it last for?
10 minutes.
Okay. So you see this particular creature moving through the undergrowth, and it's evening time, but where it is extremely dark. Making its way through dense jungle, and eventually it wanders upon a swamp. You don't it's not communicating out loud. If it is communicating with anything, you
Mhm.
see like the bulges on its head start to ripple. You would imagine that it could be communicating psychically with other creatures or entities that it knows, but that's just out of your personal what's the word?
Awareness.
Not even that. Guess, hunch.
Mm-hmm.
And it wanders up to the edge of this dark, brackish liquid. And it halts there looking at it for a couple minutes. And eventually the water there starts to bubble. You see this massive form begin to rise from it. There's a creature with multiple red eyes and multiple arms look down on it. And they remain wordless.
Do I recognize this other creature?
Roll an Arcana or History check. Or Nature. Up to you.
Yeah. Nature boy. Would roll nature. Ah.
It is no beast that you are aware of.
Okay. I would. Okay.
This is not your scrying spell.
Yeah, I mean, I would make a note to describe this as best I can to everybody before bedtime. I'll tell them what I saw. Let them know about the dinosaur. That seems
Give
to
me a
me.
sec to look at something real quick. Must have spelled the name wrong. Sorry, it'll take me but a minute.
Did I hear you say it had like red glowy eyes or something?
Yeah, red glowing
Yeah.
eyes. With
It has
tentacles.
5 red glowing eyes that go in like a crescent shape, a downwards crescent shape. Like that instead of like that. It's got a series of horns sticking out of its head. It's covered with like
Yeah, I heard the
dead
majority of it.
growth.
I just wanted to make sure the eyes part came through because I asked Kai about it after you're done.
Yeah. Anything else happen for the next 10 minutes? Or do they just hang out staring at each other?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I want to read through this.
Mm-hmm.
You see it stop, even though it wasn't really doing anything. You can tell that its body like stops its bare movements. You see its head turn to look directly at you. You don't see its mouth move, but you hear a voice enter your mind. And you hear a question just offering. And it starts to reach its hand out towards you.
Sorry, I was waiting. I thought you said there was a question.
Yeah, offering question mark.
Wait, sorry. Offering question mark?
Yeah.
As in, like, do you have an offering?
For an offering.
Oh, yeah, no. I drop scrying.
You drop the scrying as its fist almost comes out and grabs onto the... I forget what scrying says is a sensor floating in the air behind the creature.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yep. Little invisible sensor. Cool. I silently freak out for a few minutes up in the crow's nest. And then, so it's my 2/5. 6 was Druid Grove. And then take a deep breath. Kind of calm down for a minute. Oh boy. Yep. Oh man. Someone's going to be pissed. And then one last scrying spell, just burning the 7th level to cast scrying on a location that I've seen before as the target of my spell. So I'm going to target the mouth of any one of those like deep dark caves, maybe one of the ones that looked darker, along the mountain, and just hang out there for 10 minutes and see if anything wanders in or out.
Yeah. You hear the sounds of the jungle surrounding the mouth of the cave. Nothing comes in or out.
Okay. Cool. Then I come out of my trance and go and let everybody know that, so, you know how sometimes guys I can like commune with nature and like, you know, figure out like what shit's around? Well, okay, so I can also kind of like scry on things, and like I was trying to scry on the dinosaur and it like walked up to a creepy ass pond, and then this like creepy ass little thing came out of it, except it was a really big thing and it had like tentacles and it had like giant glowing eyes, and there was like 5 glowing eyes, and then he like turned and looked right at me, even though, you know, scrying, not supposed to be able to do that. So then I like GTF'd as fast as I could, but and we should not stay here.
Would this be the next morning? Because Harvey's probably asleep by now.
No, I probably would have woken people up to tell them that before we went. Like, I was doing that right, like as we were going to bed.
I assume Kai drags Harvey out naked to talk with everyone.
Yeah.
No, he'd put on clothes.
Okay.
But yeah, I figured that I would have woken everybody up to make sure that, because I would have done this like right as we were heading to bed. So
Okay, then unfastened bathrobe it is.
You don't think we should stay here, Kai? This looks like the perfect summer home.
Well, I just mean like in general, yeah, sure, but like, you know, like, listen, the Feywild was fey and cool. This place is terrible, and
So
and
I described the creature.
yes.
I'm going to telepathically ask Ash if he's ever heard of anything like that.
No awareness of it.
Spectacular.
Okay, you gonna fuck with any other creatures tonight before bed? You might as well let us know.
No, but no, I'm good.
We'll just maybe let Kai take first watch tonight.
Okay.
Kristen, did you have anything to tell the group?
Yes. So I was going to bring up, hey, so does anyone remember anything about a family last name Hawks? Like the Hawks or anything?
Do we? I don't recall having anything written down.
Harvey, Kai, Rex. I think that's it. Go ahead and roll a history check.
Oh, this will go well for Rex.
15 for Harvey.
Is that history?
10. Oh, that's a good roll.
Did you have Captain Travis with the group, or would you keep him in the dark?
I would have told him.
Okay.
Oh, did Captain Travis have any idea what that tentacle face thing was?
I've never heard of a creature like that before. The name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure why. I'll have to dwell on it for a time. Kai, you do remember that there was a crew member with the last name of Hawks.
One of our crew members?
Yes. Old crew members. They're no longer on the ship.
What happened to them?
That child that you were always a dick to.
I taught that little kid how to, like,
scare them out of the crow's nest constantly.
I also offered to turn him into a bird and let him fly. And in fact, I think I did turn him into a giant eagle. And
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
Maybe I
Good
just
job,
wanted
Kai.
to. Well, I wanted to. I was going to offer it to him. He probably just ran away because he was being a little Scaredy cat.
Is that the crew member that went with Peter?
We get to go back to the Feywild.
So it's
Well, just
not a he.
well, Kai, just make sure before your plane shifts back to the Feywild, you take a stick from a tree here.
Wait. No.
Yeah.
No, not we're not going. Kai can go.
Oh, thank God.
Yep.
Wait,
All right.
don't we need him? Like, he got us into this mess. Isn't it his full responsibility to get us out of this mess?
Dude, I can go there tomorrow morning and be back tomorrow evening.
That's actually not a terrible day. Their crew members could use another day or two of rest.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the morning. There's nothing else. I'm going to bed.
Also, why do you need to go to the Feywild for the child?
I mean, that's a fair question. He probably doesn't know anything. He's a kid.
Kai just likes to go to the Feywild. It's a really weird
I
fetish.
can tell, but you spent quite a lot of time there and only to escape, and then you want to go back.
Only he does. None of the rest of us do.
I see. At any rate, it is none of my business. Good night.
Good night.
Right. As Harvey's walking away, he's like, "Oh, Kai, by the way," and he turns around, and you see his hands come out of the bathrobe he's wearing, and you realize that he's wearing his thunder gauntlets, and he should make a strength saving throw. DC 18.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I just dives off to this out of sight before the gauntlet even clears the robe, and he's like, next time.
Good night. Goes to bed.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything else in the night or first thing in the morning to leave things in a cliffhanger?
No. Nope.
All right.
No.
Then we shall put a pin in things until next week, potentially, depending on people's availability. Any questions, comments, concerns?
It was a blast being back.
Sorry,
oh,
we
yeah.
didn't
Glad
fight
to have you, man. Sorry, what was that, Rex?
I said, sorry we didn't fight your cool dinosaurs. For once, we were non-murder hobos.
It's fine. I killed 2 of you.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Oh man.
Oh, I totally.
I'm glad.
But that stun scares the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be very disappointed if I don't get to throw that against you guys again at some point.
I'm sure we'll get into it.
I'm pretty sure we literally said once we rest for a couple days, we're going back
On foot.
on foot.
Dino hunting.
Yeah, we just need to make a plan.
Well, see, here's the thing. Even when we actually make good plans, we forget about them.
Yeah, that's my line.
Oh, I'm talking out of character.
I know.
But because as I'm looking down on the notes from last session, Kelwyn cast Aid at 7th level on herself. So she would have had 30 more hit points. So she wouldn't have actually died.
Well, she probably would have died because there would have been more attacks coming, but yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. But either way,
She was stunned.
the other ones were in range at that point. But either way, it was more memorable the way that it happened.
Yeah. Welcome to the group, Kelwyn. I don't kill people too often, but it's usually pretty spectacular.
You haven't killed anybody yet, have you? The only person that died was when the evil warlock killed somebody.
I feel like I've killed someone before, haven't I?
His name is Evolo, and he's amazing.
Evolo, yes. The very first combat we had, you knocked me unconscious, but Plenton stabilized me. But we were all out of spells, so I for 4 hours.
Eloquent revived a couple people. I mean, nobody's been dead. But
You killed Clarissa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was Evolo, though.
John killed her first, and then Kai brought her back.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
true.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. I killed Hyoth somehow. I forget how.
So really, in this campaign, he just likes to kill the females.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean, Not trying, but apparently.
Well, I mean, technically, you got Monster Chili now too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. How did Kyoth die in the first campaign?
All the Narzagons near the end.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Same thing with Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
All right, well, I'm heading out. Have a good night, everyone.
Hey, thanks for joining.
I also noticed the other name in Discord that you made. That's the Sam, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been muted for like half the game. I just realized.
Ooh, what's been muted?
That character. I don't know. Is it still
in
listening,
Discord?
or is it the? Yeah, is its microphone muted?
Its microphone is muted.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. But I believe we were both recording, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
it doesn't
one of us
doesn't
got
work. I
it
can
for sure.
post mine. Yep.
All of us going to be here next week.
I plan to be.
Yeah,
I plan to be.
I will.
Sweet.
All
All
right.
right.
I
Well,
look
good
forward
night,
to seeing
everyone.
y'all. Yep. Anyone have any
See you guys.
issues through the week, just let me know.
Sounds
Will
good.
do.
Copy that.
See everybody
All
next
right.
week.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
See you guys.
Bye.
Have a good week, everyone.
So, Kai, did you take a look at that item that I sent you?
I did. Yeah,
Isn't that insane?
that's pretty sick.
I've
I
never.
go to a druid in the light whose alignment matches the Candor can just drop first level spell slots without expending spell slots,
Yeah.
which is insane. Just all the healing. Here's all the healing.
Pretty much. I'd do something like dumb, like, I'm going to create 1 million good berries. I'm going to fill this crevice with good berries and then dive into them.
Oh man, what do I have at first level? I also have Guiding Bolt.
And your guiding bolt's good because of your starry form or something? Or
No, it's 120 foot range, and so it's not terrible. Well, I guess never mind. These guys made it. Never mind. These guys can shoot
it's not
100.
like 1 or 2 free guiding bolts a day or something from starry form.
Yeah, I do that.